RollingDeez20's presents Philly by Night. Starring Liz as La Sombra Dr. Aretza Serre, Fair as Samdi Katora Baptiste, Ivy as Bruja Serenity Sanchez, Juice as Tremere Adelio, Mikey Mike as Bano Hakim Mingo, Lonzo Gonzo as Ravnos Oscar de Leon Ponce, and our weaver of disquietude and terror, Prince.
Last time on Real Vampires of Philadelphia, our coterie was dead set on ending a Tremere and Ashfinder incursion, drama, problems. Unfortunately, the Anarchs have a different idea. They have set out the coal, and Serenity is being pulled away to handle some important business or else. Aurelio, well, we'll see what Aurelio does. The rest of the coterie has to figure out something about what's happening in South Philly as we come back to RollingDeez20's presents Philly by Night. Dun dun dun. Oops. Wrong saying. This one. Listen, I have different buttons and I fat fingered it, but we're here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Philly by Night. I am your storyteller, Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm here to bring us some vampire shenanigans. Along with me tonight is a coterie of vampires who are a little short. We're missing a few today, but don't let that deter you from watching. Shenanigans will certainly be afoot, and as always, there will be drama. This is our 5th and final season, so I'm going to make sure that the pot stays stirred. But before we get rolling into the game, let's talk a little bit about us and the game. So first up, we are a part of the Roll20 Ambassador Program. We're using Roll20 as our virtual tabletop. That is where all of our content for the game goes. Our dice rolls will be on the screen. I share documents about the characters, such as the dossier on a certain person that an assassination is going to be pulled off on at some time in the future, and other things that happen, such as character sheets and such. So thank you to Roll20 for allowing us to be part of that program. I think that's it for Roll20 stuff. You can check them out at roll20.net. Next up is content warning. So as a content warning, Vampire the Masquerade is an adult themed game with many, many adult situations that we find ourselves in, from mind control to gaslighting situations to politics to flesh crafting, body horror, sexual themes, ghost, violence, time travel, and utter desecration of people and bodies, because that kind of thing happens in this game. Ari. Anyway, the players here have put safety tools in place. We all have our consent checklist between each other, as well as red, green, and yellow cards, or something along those lines. Basically, we have stuff in place to keep ourselves safe. You should keep yourself safe as well. If you find something that is bothering you or triggering to you, please step away. We have all of our VODs available up on YouTube that you can peruse at your delight. You can skip past anything that's not really your style. So I think that's all. So let's let the players introduce themselves. We'll go around the table, starting with Lonzo. Tell the people who you are, who you're playing, and your pronouns. Excellent. Liz. And you're muted. Motherfucker. Wait. God damn it. We'll start that over. Captions got you, but the audio didn't.
Yep.
Should be good now. Lonzo, take us away.
This is why we use captions for accessibility. I am Lonzo Gonzo. I will be playing Oscar Leon Ponce, Ravnos Kindred. Both our pronouns are he, him. On to you, Liz.
I am Liz. I will be playing Dr. Etzeser, goes by Ari. You're La Sombra. Both of us use she, her. Fair.
I'm Fair. I'm playing Katura Baptiste, your Hikata social media influencer who at this point thinks that everybody can just eat her whole ass. Our pronouns are she, her.
Adult language. I didn't add that part. Okay, so before we get to ass eating, let's do a recap and tell the people where we are when we last left off. Liz, take it away.
Okay, so it's been a little while, so please let me know if I miss anything. Where we last left off, we had just gotten the body of Prince Cole back, and Ari had just made sure that Snake Eyes was not going to turn to dust. Ari wakes up, tries to, get Katura to respond. Eventually, Katura lets her in, looks over Prince Cole, and basically realizes physically he's fine, but he's been oblivion mind fucked, and we haven't really figured out how to deal with that yet. Told you it'd come back. Everybody meets up downstairs. Well, Oscar and Serenity had gone to stay at one of Oscar's other places eventually, after a little bit of back and forth, where Oscar reassures Serenity that, Katura might be mad, but I very much doubt she's going to be so mad as to not care about you anymore. They eventually make it back to the house. Aurelio calls a couple of his mentors, finds out that he is expected at a bar, and eventually she makes her way to the house. Everybody meets up. Katura gives the group the rundown on this fucked up doctor that she is, but hopefully with our help, supposed to go and take care of. We all agree. Serenity and Oscar try to heal some aggravated damage, and Serenity does great, and Oscar goes into a frenzy. Goes outside, grabs a couple of juice boxes, and drags their motionless bodies back into the building. Asks Katura, hey, could you help? And Katura's like, I am not your fucking mother. And Oscar's like, okay, cool. Goes down to the basement, tosses one on the floor, and is like, I'll get rid of these, and yeets it into the portal, thinking that the portal was active. It was not. At least not until the body bounced like a basketball off the floor, blood hit the portal came back to life. It's a whole thing. So eventually everybody upstairs starts making their way downstairs because we hear the ominous of something in the basement. We ask Oscar what happened. Oscar goes, meh. Aurelio pops Sense the Unseen, looks through the portal, and notices another Oscar. Knowing we do not want Oscar cubed of three Oscars inhabiting one body, manages to do some mindfuckery shit and convince the Oscar on the other side of the portal that no, this failed, it doesn't work, leave. And the other Oscar leaves. Serenity tries to knock the damn thing down. It grabs her, starts sucking away her life essence. Katura grabs Serenity, manages to pull her off of it. They have a moment, talk things out, smooth things over. That goes well. Afterwards, Katura does just get rid of the damn body because Oscar cannot be trusted. Aurelio and Ari head back upstairs, and they have a little conversation too about how both of them are very used to doing whatever the hell they want, and working with a group means that they're having to make some adjustments. Eventually everybody kind of meets up and is like, okay, we're gonna go and take care of this problem in Jersey. And then, obviously, as Prince said, the Bruja bat signal goes up. Serenity gets pulled one way. Aurelio, in theory, goes to their meeting with her mentor at the bar, and the three of us are left here.
Indeed. Because we're not starting off with a new night, you don't have to make rouse checks. Good for you. I know some of you are in situations. I haven't looked at your list, but there may be some hunger laying around or some damages. I don't know. I don't remember, but it's okay. We'll see what happens. But this leaves us in a situation, right? Serenity has to go. Word is that the Anarchs of South Philly are trying to gather what forces they have remaining and figure out what to do next, because they're weak at the moment. And if the Camarilla come after them, or anyone comes after them for that matter right now, it won't be good. And they're not looking to get wiped out. So what's the next move? Do they leave for Jersey? Do they head up the East Coast, find some haven in Brooklyn or something? Who knows? That's a story for another day. Aurelio has been itching to meet with their mentor for a while, and they got back to them. And so, as important as this assassination is, this person does not seem to be going anywhere from the intel, doesn't seem to be aware that you all are coming after him. Maybe Amber has some beef and suspects some shenanigans, but why would you come after a person that you don't know? At least that's the intel y'all have. You know, Sarah's been on it. You don't have any reason not to trust that. But that leaves y'all with a night to figure out what the fuck is going on with the rest of your lives or unlives. Things have not been exactly stable recently. There's a spa that's being ran ish by a tween. Essentially right now. And you have, obviously there's employees. I'm messing around with this, but you also have hospital connections, dogs, families, businesses, goons to be corralled, and a portal that happens to be in a house that may be activated with blood, you know? And we know that a potential Oscar has potentially tried to come through it and failed. What drives you all this evening? You three are the last ones left together.
Well, first of all, the Anarchs have to go to Pittsburgh because that's what they deserve.
I mean, I agree, but ouch.
I like
or Camden. Pick one. Pick a hell and go to it.
I pick Pittsburgh.
Okay, so
and that hurts. It pains me to say it.
Pittsburgh is like one of the worst cities. Anyway,
we stay dunking on cities on the show.
We really do.
RollingDeez20's presents states we want to visit, states to avoid.
I think Katura would have it in mind to, obviously check. She called Marie that night.
Yep.
But like also just do like check-ins with like her different businesses and stuff, and at the bodega, since Honey's been there and hasn't heard from us, is probably wondering where the hell we are. And just things like that, like just trying to like get like some of her things in order before they take this trip to Jersey to murder someone.
Okay.
Like make sure things are taken care of.
For Ari.
Hey, Oscar,
Yeah.
do you want like some kind of monster guard for the portal?
Um,
As long as it doesn't drip or ooze blood, I think that'll be fine.
I mean, I can make sure it's not leaking anywhere. Yes. You saw the dogs.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be perfect if you could. If
Um,
it's not too much trouble.
I can do that. I and probably not tonight, but I will. I've got a small army to make, so
could they
Shoot.
also guard the wall?
yeah, absolutely. Oh, he's gonna be so mad, but I told him not to fucking go, so I'm going to tell Jerry to bring the other dog over.
But were we around when you ate the dog? I don't think we were.
Uh,
I
I even if you weren't, there is a body.
oh yeah, I think Katara would have seen that and just been like very depressed because she loved that dog.
Same.
That dog was a snuggle buddy.
No calls on that. That was not
Nope.
me.
Nope.
I know. I was looking directly at Liz when I said that.
Hey, look, if it came down to keeping Cole alive, sacrificing the dog, it's not a hard call. Okay. So I will work on those. It's gonna be a couple days. I need to get a dog and then parts.
This is the worst pet store AutoZone trip in the world.
the ASPCA shows up.
Look at the
The new cult that y'all have to fight is PETA.
Okay, you know what? PETA's
Let's do
another
it.
one that could eat. PETA's another one that could eat my whole ass. Okay. PETA don't care about no animals.
nope. And yeah, should probably go check in downtown and see if see what's going on, because we know Morgana was messing with things down there.
Did I tell you that she put a meeting on my calendar?
Ew.
Is she really?
Yeah.
How?
Then true. I was going to keep it, but recent circumstances, I've canceled it. So she can meet me on my own time, not hers.
You put a meeting on her calendar when you're ready.
No. I'll just show up.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
So, are y'all going to head to the bodega to start your night off? I mean, obviously you can make calls and stuff like that. I don't know how much of this you went to RP or what have you. But I mean, all things considered, your business things seem to be in order. You've built a fairly well-oiled machine in this timeline where a lot of things will move without you, and anything that people have to wait on, they'll wait because it's you. You hold that kind of power.
Yeah, it's nothing I want to RP. It's more just like, checking in. I know things are running smoothly, but it's always good to like get your own eyes on something. Just double check.
Have the people hear from the boss, double check on everything. Yeah.
Should we check in on Paco?
More from like my peace of mind too, because everything's been going to fucking shit lately.
This is true.
I think Paco's with Sarah and they're laying low for a little bit, so that should be fine.
Paco was home with Gabby.
Oh, Gabby, shit,
Yes.
wrong person.
Paco is home with Gabby, and they are laying low, but they're not actually at Serenity's house. They're elsewhere because, well, danger zone, and there's not warding and stuff. So more likely than not, they're hanging out at your house already.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we'll make our way to Spadega.
Cool. it is a bit of a drive. Roaming through the city, knowing what you know about what's been happening in the city, it is the quiet is sort of eerie and almost uncomfortable because Philly is a city that is alive, even at night. But you feel the life, but it feels empty in some way. Like something more is happening. Something dangerous is just lurking right on the outskirts, whatever your senses can perceive. It is more of a feeling than a thing you can actually see. But it doesn't feel right. And you've been feeling this way for a while, all of you. With what happened with the Camarilla and Bruja, to this portal thing, to Malcolm randomly showing up, to even the lawsuit being served by Amber. All of this seems too tightly woven to not have something more to do with the city itself. Like something is lurking beneath, just waiting for a moment to strike. Not much to be done about it, but you feel it. And as you drive down Broad Street towards South Philly, I need everyone to roll me a wits and awareness roll. Get our first rolls out of the night. All right, so we got 4 successes for Oscar, 3
Wow.
for Katura, and 2 for Ari. All right, so Oscar, maybe it's because your electroception, your powers, or what have you, but you feel this tingle as well. Like there's something in the air. And then you start to feel it like, no, maybe there's something in the air. And you catch it out the corner of your eye. Something's moving along the rooftops of the buildings, jumping far further than any one person should be able to jump, moving quickly almost enough to where your eyes can't keep track. But there is something on these buildings, and it is obfuscating itself pretty fucking well. And Katura, you catch just glimpses of it. It's almost like seeing the shadow of a bird flying at night or something like that, until Oscar points it out to you that it is more than that. Too big to be a bird. And
Is it following us?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
it is keeping pace. Hard to say if it's following you specifically. There are other cards on the road. But it'd be really weird if it was following someone else unless there's someone else's supernaturals like you.
Well, honestly,
Ari,
who knows what's in this city anymore?
You're clapping along.
I'm making notes on little monsters that
yeah.
I should build for the tunnels.
Happy.
Yeah.
I assume I'm the one driving.
Yeah.
Y'all mind if I try something? See if this thing's following us or no?
What kind of thing?
Whatever's jumping across the
No.
rooftops.
No, what thing are you trying?
What thing is jumping across the rooftops?
We're
I'm just going to go down
maybe being followed.
a different street.
Right.
See if it kind of keeps
I heard
up
you
with
should
us
just
or not.
make 4 right turns and see if it keeps following you for those turns.
Yeah.
It's that way you know you're being followed. Because if it keeps making the same turns that you're making. No, this
Being
is like
this-
a real thing. This is a real
It is.
survival thing.
Yeah. Drive to the till you drive to the police station.
Oscar is gonna take a tour up on like just start a look and be like, all right, and take 4 rights. See if this thing falls off at the first view.
Cool. Make me a Dex and Drive.
Oh shit.
I have points in these because
We crash.
we flip it.
And
We
there'll be a
flip it.
reason for this, but just for now, roll a Dex and Drive.
I will take willpower.
Lucky for you, you're not hungry right now, Oscar.
Yeah.
You had a nice snack. Yeah, feel free to blow some willpower. Absolutely.
Three of these.
Three successes. Excellent.
Total 4.
So, Oscar, you make your first right. And then you lose this thing. Just sort of comes out of view. But as you begin to drive, get ready to make your next right, you notice it again. All of you do now because you're sort of keeping track of it, including you, Ari. And it turns along with you. You lose it again on the next right. And as you're getting ready to hit the next corner for the next right, it's back into sight on top of another roof.
Does anyone have any idea where Shade might be at?
Doesn't look like Shade.
I'll tell
Shade
you
just-
straight up.
I don't think it's
No.
Shade. Because
No?
Shade would have just been in the car
Shade-
with us. Like, why?
Shade just disappears.
Yeah.
Like, that's her thing. She just
Also, yeah.
poofs out of sight.
Also, Shade has no reason to follow us like that.
That's what
And
I
she
was...
never has before.
This thing is moving faster than you've ever seen Shade move as well.
Is it moving fast like the zombie? But with purpose?
Could be.
Mm.
Hard to tell.
How do y'all want to handle this? Because this thing's...
Let's find a. Let's not bring this thing to the bodega. Let's maybe find someplace to stop.
Are there any weird ass vans following us?
No. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
since you're being hyper aware, I'm not going to make you make more rolls for this. There's nothing around, no one else around you following you. No one else paying attention to the fact that you made 4 right turns or anything like that. And honestly, the only reason y'all are able to really notice this thing is because you, Oscar, you've looked for supernatural creatures. All of you have. You've sensed some stuff that are beyond normal people. This is the kind of thing that people will easily just in their mind dismiss as like a shadow or something weird they saw, but it wasn't really anything to it.
Pull into the nearest parking garage.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'll go on the 3rd floor of a parking garage.
Sweet. So as you get towards Center City, you know, just around the Spring Garden area where the hospital is over there, you can pull into a parking garage.
Once you pull in, park the car.
Oh, God.
You
I'm
lose this
gonna-
thing as you begin to approach the parking garage.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Roll me a wits and
and-
awareness if you want to, but this will be a hard check.
Okay.
You are looking for 6 successes.
That is
I'm gonna
impossible.
rouse my
I'm also going to rouse something.
wits.
My awareness, I guess,
All right.
or wits.
Get an extra 2 dice.
Oh, I'm hungrier. Whatever.
Damn,
I'll
Ari.
I'll go ahead and burn the willpower.
So that's a crit, though. It's a messy crit, but it's a crit.
I'll take it. I'll blow wits.
Reroll
actually, I rolled wrong.
one.
I have 5.
Yeah, you rolled wits
successes.
and wits.
Yeah, I think I actually hit wits. It roll 20 got me messed up.
She rolled wits wit.
Wits wit.
Just one.
You're gonna reroll that one die.
Yep.
Oh, bitch!
Ooh.
Got it.
Ooh.
It's still a messy crit, though. All right, yeah. So
Nice.
as you all like make a quick turn into this parking garage, just to see if it keeps going to follow you, you catch it sort of slide on a roof and then disappear towards the parking garage area and the open slats that they have over the edges of it. You know it's followed you in here.
I would like to step out of the car and just
Absolutely.
say, like, not yelling, just saying, like, in my normal tone of voice, like, we know you're following us, so you might as well just come out.
I'm going to pop electroreception and
Also, roll me a D10, Katura.
Okay. What was that laugh? I don't like that. I get bodied and tackled out of that off this third story parking garage. Oh, fuck you. I hate you. Why?
yeah, I'm going to do electroreception. I'm going to do silence
Messy
of
crits
death.
have to be messy. Go ahead. Don't you have to make a rouse check and shit?
Me? Let me see. I think that might. Pause free.
Are you doing anything, Ari?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I will say this is an excellent place for shadows based on light and how it works in a parking garage.
No, silence of death is free.
Okay, silence of death.
I will go ahead and pop my arms.
And with electroreception, do I see anything? Do I see like where this being is at?
Let me see. No.
Interesting. I'll
Hungrier, but the arms come out. And I'm also going to do osseous weaponry, but I'm not going to start popping the claws out of my hands yet. But
Mhm.
I'll rouse for it now, just so that they are at the ready.
I'll mention that I don't
That one
see
worked.
anything before I pop silence of death.
You don't see anything?
With electroreception, yeah, I'll be like I have no eyes on them. I can't tell where they're at.
It's dead. You can see us, right?
Look
No,
over and look at them.
What you see on people is signs of electricity. That's what you see with electroreception. So if they have devices or even brainwave that flow through them, you can see marks of that essentially with electroreception. And you do see those things. Everyone has phones again, stuff like that.
And you see nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Huh.
I mean, you see a bunch
Well-
of stuff, but you don't see.
Don't see what I'm.
Yeah,
looking for.
someone supernaturally hiding in the darkness or something like that.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and believe that they just suddenly decided to leave it alone. And they don't come out when I call to them?
Nope.
Hmm. And you said we saw them like
You saw
Um,
saw someone
hit the
skitter into here.
Into
A
here?
humanoid shape.
which direction?
It was probably about 2 or 3 floors above you,
Mm.
coming from the north, same direction as y'all were coming from.
Yeah, but just up above us.
And
Well,
the only
we
reason you
can-
really saw it is because it had to take a giant leap over a parking lot to make it onto another building to then skitter into the garage.
Okay.
And it made that
So-
leap what seemed easily.
So we have 2 options. We can get back in the car and leave, or we can check out upstairs.
If
I'd rather not drag this down to South Philly with us.
Agreed.
And really causing a scene in a parking garage is better than causing a scene on the city street.
I agree.
Oscar, do you have any weapons in your car?
I think the only. No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Not in this
Okay.
vehicle. All right, is that you?
Sorry.
I wish I could do that with my voice. No. Nice of you to join us.
Damn, Ari, are you hungry? Just kidding.
Sorry,
Not
this
yet.
beast. It's Bubby coming from the other side.
This is a mega bubby.
Why don't you come out and talk?
Our kind. Be more specific.
Hmm.
Then why are you following us?
And who is your people?
Who? Yeah.
And as you say that, you hear a howl.
Oh.
Ari, didn't
And
you
then it's
tell?
echoed probably 3 or 4 more times.
Okay. We have no quarrel with your people. If anything, most of the people we have quarrels with are our own kind.
So
What
are
is
you
it?
are
Okay, so
are you here
do
to
you-
kill us, or
Yeah,
like do you have a
like-
message to deliver, or
like why are we here? What do you want?
you were following us?
following
Yeah,
us.
you're following us. What do you mean?
Under whose orders?
I don't give 2 shits about your territory.
Traffic there's bad anyway. Did you even see us heading towards the direction of your area?
You see,
You see a large creature, probably standing about 10 foot tall. It is a werewolf, obviously. Step out of the shadows, almost eerily like Ari, except the transition is not like someone being a shadow. It is just like they know how to embrace the shadow so well that you could have never perceived them there.
So I just want to make sure I have this straight. You're here to watch us because Ari called in a favor?
I didn't even call in a favor. I gave a heads up so we wouldn't hurt anybody.
Yeah. We're going after a bloodsucker in your... If you're from Jersey, we're going after bloodsucker in that area. I'm confused. I'm not the only one confused, right?
Nope.
No, I'm pretty confused
Okay,
right now.
great.
Wait. And he starts to shift, and you hear the bones sort of crunch as this person shrinks down to person size.
Watch him be a
And-
baby.
No, not a baby.
Stop the follow
You weirdo.
He is
No, I mean like
14 years
young,
old.
like a young, really young, like person.
Just tell the follow you worms.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
told.
It's actually the
Can't trust
opposite.
you.
This one is old. He's an old man. Maybe somewhere between 50 and 80. Hard to tell. Incredibly good shape. Muscled. Gray hair slicked back into a ponytail. Maybe about 5'10". White guy. Hairy. Long beard, piercings, earrings, stark naked.
Now I know you did not have a white guy over here calling me a worm and shit. You out your mind.
There's more to this.
You out of your mind.
Which you would know.
I
I,
know a white guy did not come into my face calling me.
I take off my. I assume I have a hoodie on.
Mhm.
'Cause we went to, and then I'll just toss it to the wear guy.
I catch it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah. What's he gonna do? Tie it around his waist? Like,
Yeah.
He just looks at it.
I think we're all grown. It's fine.
If you wanted to make yourself decent, you take it or leave it.
Everyone gives Oscar the same look.
You mean you don't know?
There's
No,
a lot
what?
we don't know.
You might as well just come out with it.
Yeah.
Anthony is a terrible leader.
Okay.
You're
I don't mean
kind
to
of
be
been
rude.
stealing us, experimenting on us.
In Jersey?
In
That's
Jersey
that's-
and Philly.
And
and
you decide
Delaware.
we're the ones that have something to do or know
You have
something?
a scent about you.
Storyteller.
Yes.
Has Ari had anything to do with this?
No, Ari is not.
Okay, good.
Oh
good.
my
Ari
God.
in this timeline does not fuck with werewolves. Not like not in an experimental way.
We have truly no idea what you're talking about.
I have dealt with Anthony a single time. There was an emergency.
You say
even-
that, and as you say a single time, your memory sort of jogs back. It has definitely been more than a single time.
I
Y'all
wouldn't have
haven't
said
had
a
bit of
single time.
truce.
A
I wouldn't
single
have-
couple hundred times.
So I would have like
A
as
single
it
few
starts
times.
kicking in, I would have been several times on his request when your magnificent healing powers have come up short. That is the only thing I have had to do with you. And they are further removed from that.
I've seen what you can do, witch.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm not trying to hide it.
Actively admitting that she's used her powers to help you.
That is not helping. It is not natural.
Nothing that we do is natural.
Exactly.
I mean, you too.
Mother
That
Gaia
one,
has blessed us with powers beyond your imagination. You are a dead thing that continues to walk.
why
If you ask
are
us for
you
our help after this,
I'd rather take the 2Y.
why are you
Asking for your
following
help?
us?
yeah, what do you want from us?
What did Anthony send you for?
Aside from making sure we stay the hell out of your way, what else? Or is that it?
You have a way of finding yourself in troubles that you
I get
should
back.
not
I get back
be
in the
in.
Yeah,
car.
we get back in the car.
I get back in the car. I've heard this shit
I
before.
am following you to find out who is doing this to our people.
Follow. You want to
Okay.
sit in the car, or you want to be getting your paws dirty? What do you want? Because you can come follow us all you want. Doesn't matter.
So you stopped to ask me questions when you wanted me to follow you anyway?
No,
We just want
stopped
to make
ask
sure
you-
it wasn't going to be a fight outside our place of business.
Right.
That's all. As you
Your
said,
people have what you call a masquerade.
yeah,
We have something similar.
great. As long as it's not going to be a fight. Have a good night. Get back in the car.
I'm already I honked the horn for Oscar to get back in the driver's seat.
He
I know, I
looks
was getting in the same time as you did.
incredibly confused by this whole situation. As
We're
well.
confused too, bro. Like you come in here, call us worms, saying your people gone missing. We don't know shit
Close
about
the
that,
door.
but you're gonna follow us anyway.
Put on the seatbelt.
Okay, good luck to you.
Turn the car.
Like, we
Put it
got bad
reverse.
luck. He literally said the same thing that Sabakai said. Y'all are in the middle of everything, and I'm just going to watch and see what happens. That's all we
Yeah,
have to know.
he actually walks up to the window where you are, Ari.
And I can't. Oscar, could you get the window? Because I can't do it.
Roll the window down.
No, just crack it. Just crack it a little bit. Don't roll
He
it
lays
all.
Oh, like a
down,
cop's
so
coming?
You're not like looking
Yeah.
at like dong height or something like that.
No, I
Uh,
mean we just
no.
don't want his whole face in the fucking
No,
window.
no,
Just
we
crack
put
it.
it down half an inch.
He goes,
It's fine.
So Anthony has not looked for any of our missing. None.
That's
Ever.
an issue.
No.
Do you understand why we would have a problem with
Yes.
someone contacting him? One of your kind.
Absolutely.
The
Would
only
you like us
reason
to keep an eye out?
Yeah. The only reason we contacted you is to give a heads up that, or we contacted Anthony, pardon, was to just give a heads up that we were coming into the area to take care of a
One of our own.
problem.
Anthony told no one.
I mean, didn't we just tell him?
A couple hours ago.
I don't really remember the time frame.
This would have been it had been some time.
A couple hours ago, yeah.
You all would have been killed.
It's
Good to know. Again, our only intent is to go after, and Dr. What's his face, because I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
And-
Rutgers, that's where we're going.
Yes.
Howard.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not asking for your help. I don't trust you enough to ask for your help.
That's fine.
Okay.
But Anthony will get you killed. He's ready to sacrifice you.
Why?
we've run our use.
I don't know.
Or we're a liability.
It doesn't make sense. Something is wrong. Very, very wrong. And it likely involves your kind. So if you don't trust your own, then I suggest you clean up your own house before we do it for you.
I mean,
You
if
know
you
what?
want to kill Howitt, you go out right ahead.
Yeah, you might as well
We do
start
not
in-
care. That's
in
what we're
Rutgers
doing.
Canyon.
We're killing him. We don't
Is
want
he the
him.
one?
He has been stealing
Sure,
a
why
whole
not?
bunch of people. Yes.
He's been experimenting on people. Perhaps
Yes.
he's been experimenting on yours as well. But we don't know. This is our first time hearing about this.
We will investigate.
While you're at it, there's also Morgana.
No,
Also
that's my
Morgana.
dinner. That's my dinner. Thank you.
Oh, never mind. Been claimed.
No one. I'm not suggesting that we work together, but if you're investigating, I would appreciate it if you shared any information that you got. And I'm more than happy to share with you as well.
What do you have to share?
I'll give him Howard's whole back life story.
The whole dossier?
Whatever. I mean, I won't hand it to him, but like
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give him like a rundown. Yeah,
Uh,
I don't care. You go kill. You go. This motherfucker's gonna die one way or another.
he reaches up his hand and you just see a phone just kind of like landed and he makes a
Appear.
catch. He's like,
Dope.
do you have a PDF?
Yes, I do. Of course, I have it digitized. I'm not carrying around a fucking folder with me. I fucking airdrop it to him.
He takes it.
along with my phone number, so in case he wants to share information, like we can share info.
Once this is done, the only other time I think any of us will willingly go in that area is if I get invited to teach. And that's it.
And again,
And business, maybe.
Yeah. I don't have any problem with your kind. None of us in this car would do what's being done to you. To anyone, frankly.
We know a lot better.
You don't have to trust us.
That's fine. We're used to it.
Yeah.
What's your name, old
Thank
man?
you. It's Clayton.
Leighton.
All right, Clay.
Well, I'm Katura.
Oscar.
You know me. I have no doubt. I'm the problem child.
I'm sure if things check out with that dossier, you know how to find us. You had no problem finding us right now.
Safe travels.
I would wish you the same, but I'd be lying.
I pull away, just put my hand out and wave.
Honesty's the best policy.
And you see him start to shift back into the shadows. Roll out.
Like,
Man,
Always
much-
with the same bullshit.
the
how much
Umbra
beef
is
do we
so-
fucking have? I
So,
like.
so
We
here's
haven't done anything.
here's the thing. Werewolves hate us on instinct because they think it's just natural for them to exist, and they
Yeah.
realize that we're not natural, and they can do cooler shadow shit than I can. They can move through the Umbra. It's fucking dope.
Okay, but here's the thing. Not liking us as a whole, fine. I get it.
Why us
Vampires, we're great,
specifically?
but we're yeah, exactly. Vampires, we're kind of pieces of shit. I won't lie. For the most part. But like us specifically, like why does it always have to be us specifically? There's so many other fucking coteries in this goddamn city.
Why in every dimension
You don't
are
actually know
we-
if they stopped anyone else along the way.
Why
No,
in
they
every dimension
No,
are
they
we the
didn't.
fucking
They did
face
not.
palm coterie?
Right. I heard you guys get
Drop
in
a
trouble.
pin, find us.
Wait, I've literally been minding my business for like 3 fucking days.
I heard you guys can help us out. I heard you guys need a favor.
Yeah. I heard you guys are the ones that everyone goes to. Yeah, because for no reason. Because
we
we're the
know what
main
we're
characters
doing.
of this story. That's why.
Nobody
it's like
likes
we're-
us, but they keep coming to talk to us. God damn it.
Yeah, let me
It's
be
like
a
we get
background
together
character
every
for one
week
day.
and play a game, and like, oh, what do you do?
God, now we have to deal with. Ugh. Well, hopefully the information that I shared with Clayton helps him out, because having beef with werewolves is the last fucking thing I need right now.
Yeah, last time we tried to talk to werewolves, that we were lucky to come out there on the other end.
I don't know who we is.
I look at Ari through the rearview mirror.
Once all this is done, I'm going on a long vacation away from you people.
Tell you what, I
Love
deal with
you,
half of this bullshit.
But I gotta go.
Actually, all this bullshit when I went to Egypt. I might go back.
I've never been really outside of Philly, so vacation sounds like a good idea.
And so, you make your way to the bodega uneventfully after this. But that is sort of bothersome, right? Like, not so much even the werewolves following you. Y'all are used to being followed and cornered and shit like that. But what kind of motherfucker is bold enough to start snatching werewolves? You know, tweaked out vampires is one thing. It's a big move.
Katura is, there's part of her that's like, that is not my fucking business. But like, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
It doesn't directly. At least not that you can tell right now.
We'll put down the list of things that we potentially may have to deal with. The CVS list of shit.
Let's make Amber deal with it.
Worst case scenario,
Reload.
we can have Shade ask around. Won't hurt to at least ask.
Yeah. When she shows up, whenever she does, that's her right to, do things on her own time. We can ask her.
Would I have made a phone for Shade? I don't think I even said if I did or didn't.
I think you said you were doing it for everybody.
So Shade would have got one.
Yeah, I'd say so. Let's go with yes.
I say when we get to the spa, like, I'll just group text or whatever. Shade, if you have a moment, would you mind checking around here and if you heard anything with werewolves getting snatched up?
I've been laughing because of the idea of I'm like, Shade does not need a phone to get in touch with us on our phones. Shade finds a way.
Shade's good at what she does. It's a limited scope of the stuff that she does, but she's damn good at those things. Yeah, she responds to you. She's like, I'll see what I can do.
Thumbs up
I'm like,
emoji.
I say, be safe. Heart emoji.
And so you make it to the bodega. Was there any conversations y'all wanted to have while you're in the car? I want to just skim past stuff if y'all want to.
I feel like we just had the conversation.
I just want to make sure.
Just complaining about how people keep bothering us, but they don't like us, but they keep bothering us. Y'all are trouble. Well, then don't bring trouble to me. It's that
We were just
easy.
minding our business.
We know we're trouble. We're trying not to do any extra trouble.
Cool. So get to the bodega. Takes a little bit to find a parking space because it is South Philly, but you're eventually able to find a spot to park. And when you get into the bodega, it's open, but the face that you all see, I would say Katura and Oscar, you would not be familiar with. Ari, you're vaguely familiar with this person. You've seen them a few times coming up. This is the person who's working in here right now is Luis. It is Honey's older brother. And he's got shaved sides of hair. hair up in a little bun. It's just kind of like sweeping up the place, trying to like look like he kind of knows what he's doing in this place. But you see like college textbooks sitting on the counter in here. And there is just hip hop just blaring and on the background.
Hi, Luis.
Shit. Oh fuck. Hey Doc.
How are you?
I'm great. I was filling in for Honey. She's on a date, and so I'm trying to get them good Big Brother points.
That's fine. I have no problem with it. You're a smart boy. I would request, however, and I turn the music down to like reasonable. Please don't get me a nuisance ticket. I don't feel like it, okay? It's getting late.
I know Officer Mateo. He won't bother me.
Be that as it may,
We don't want cops in here, period.
at all. Okay?
Unless
What
they're
do you-
giving us money.
What are you working on? Go look at his books real quick.
Chemistry.
If you need help, let me know, okay?
I didn't know you were into like, biochem, Doc.
I'm
I thought you were a
pretty good at
surgeon.
it. You do need to go through biochem during med school and all of that and continue education. Yes,
Yeah,
I
guess.
know how it works.
Who's Honey on a date with? Do you know them?
No, I haven't met this kid yet. He seemed, met him. I just saw him as they head out going to a movie or something.
You got a name?
Oh, Alex.
All right.
We'll have to ask Honey how it went when we see her.
Sure. If it went bad, you won't have to ask her.
That's true.
Sure.
Is there anything I could do to help y'all out? Like, I'm just trying to keep the place running. There's weird thing. Like, is there a reason there's like little traces of bird feathers around here? Like,
Yes,
Oh,
that
do they look like peacock feathers?
I don't know. You know what the difference between peacock feathers and like other birds? Wait, why would you say a peacock?
Serenity
Just-
has a pet peacock now.
there is a reason. It is expected to have some level of feathers. It's fine.
Who keeps pet?
But if it's
you know
not,
what?
If it's not peacock feathers, then we have a problem.
Yes.
Yes.
So do you have these feathers? Did you throw them out? Like what?
No, I just trashed it. I wasn't like thinking, hey, let me keep these weird feathers that are laying around.
Were they blue and green?
I guess.
That's
Peacock.
probably Paco.
Yeah.
Any messages?
Yeah, some Asian lady came by here looking for y'all.
That's
Did she leave a
unsurprising.
name? Mm-hmm.
She left a card,
What
but
did
she said
did
you'd know
say
who
what
she was.
I
Oh,
grab
yeah.
the. I take a
You
look.
could throw the
Morgan.
card out too.
Morgan or something.
You could throw the card out too, actually.
No, I'll throw in the. I grab it. I throw in the trash.
Okay. Damn, I want to be in that kind of position of power. I just disrespect people. She look like she might be important or something.
Looks like.
Yeah.
Looks like. Looks could be deceiving.
Be respectful if she comes back in.
I'm
Yeah.
always respectful, Doc.
I know.
I mean, maybe the music, but like, it's music. Like, I'm not calling people bitches, right?
Consider it me being overprotective, okay?
Yeah. You be respectful to her and let us do the disrespecting.
One day, I'm gonna be like that.
I mean, honestly, if you want to come work for my company, you'll get the power.
Yeah, but I
My
wanna have
assistant
my
disrespects people
own.
all the time. That's fair. That is honestly fair.
And
Wait, you say your
once
assistant gets to disrespect people? Is this like a like personality trait of someone that works at your company just to be disrespectful? Like,
it's not just disrespect, but a lot of the times people consider being assertive to be disrespectful.
Oh, so like when you got big dick energy.
Yep.
Yes.
Got
When
it.
I
you
mean,
ha-
I guess.
when you have a plan, when you have a business plan written up,
Oh,
come
on,
see
y'all know
me.
what big dick energy means, right?
Yeah.
Like y'all are not
Yeah,
that
we
old.
we get it.
Yes.
I get it.
It's supposed to be gender neutral, but I understand it's not like whatever.
Right.
Luis, when you have a business plan written up and you have a solid idea of what the hell you're doing, come see me. We do community grants. Okay.
It's only my sophomore year. Give me a second, Doc. I'm still trying to grow into this.
I am just putting it out there for when you're ready. That's all.
All right.
Okay.
All right. No, what I get to you first about is that internship at the hospital, though.
I will make sure you are on top of the pile. Okay.
Thanks, Doc.
Mhm.
Also, maybe try fat pussy energy.
Fat pussy
Mix
energy.
it up a bit.
I mean, that does have a nice ring to it.
Hmm.
There you go.
Keep that in mind.
Thanks, Luis.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
It's
one of
nice to
these
meet
will
you,
work out.
Oscar.
Yeah. I'm here every once in a
Oh,
while.
I always forget that you weren't actually part of our code review on this timeline.
Wow.
I forget.
People know
That's
who
true.
you are.
Yeah. Like, oh, they just got this random dude in their group now. So I don't know what you guys want to do. I just want to obviously check up on the spot and whatnot, and then we don't need to stay here. Just wanted to check in.
I guess if anything, we could just head to the office.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I've got to go through and see if I have any appointments that were rescheduled and blah 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 blah. Actual surgeon stuff.
Gotta do fucking work.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Why is there work in my make believe?
I'm gonna rouse blood to see if I can get rid of an aggravated while we're here.
Oh boy.
And I figure
Rerouse checks. Let's go.
while I'm here, I could get some blood bags anyway in case anything goes south. So
Oh my god, let me watch this disaster.
Okay, that's
Oh, okay.
Just
one and
one
one,
fail.
1 and 1.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Nope.
Oscar, you do look a little hungrier. There's some caveat to the blood bag thing. The blood bags are usually kept in the basement, which you have to come past the main store to carry them out. You could probably do this stealthily, but there's someone who's not used to your normal shenanigans of coming in and out of the basement. Here, just keep that in mind.
I will let it slide and not go. I'll stay at the one hunger and let the beast just be at a low growl.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's just a low growl. It's not turned all the
I'll
way
let
up.
Just
I'll let-
Oscar Omega throwing a temper
Oscar
tantrum.
Omega's just
Temper
like-
tantrum.
You know what? Once I get out, that kid, I'm taking him. You know what? I might make him a
put
ghoul.
headphones in and just
That
start
would be
listening to music.
really cool. Like we make him
It's
a
in your
ghoul,
head.
just walk him around and be like a puppet, so you'll be reminded that I'm in
Mhm.
control of every
Sure.
aspect of
Yeah.
your life.
Okay, little man.
Always.
You,
Yep.
you know what you should do every time Oscar Omega starts talking? Just start in your mind singing the most annoying songs.
Just start
So
singing
he
the
can
bitch
hear
I'm a
them.
cow.
Bitch,
This
I'm
is
a
the
cat, just
song that
real loud in your
doesn't
head.
end.
And it goes on and on, my friends. Or just any annoying song, maybe just have a playlist of Nickelback in your head until he
Oh,
shows up.
why would you do that? I thought we were friends.
Okay,
It would
I could've said-
work.
I truly could have said something even worse. So
See, I'll make it up to the office.
Creed.
Oh God.
Lord AF.
When you get up to the office, Shade's sitting in there, because of course she is, and she's like, "Who's the kid? He's cute."
That's Honey's brother.
Ooh, is he taken?
Not that we
I have
know
no
of.
idea.
You can ask him.
Yeah, but it'd be weird if I just come down the stairs and you didn't know who I am, and then I'm just like, hey, nice to meet you. I appeared out of nowhere.
You
Can I
could.
have a little bite, you know, just to
I mean,
see
honestly,
if you got a gut resonance to you or something?
That's like every interaction I feel like I've had at a bar, to be honest.
Bars are gross.
Yeah, and so are the people who go there.
Aren't you like too
And even at
fancy to
the
go to
club.
like bars where people like flirt with you like
I
that or
more meant
something?
the club, like, you know, clubs have bars, you know, and just
Clubs are great for people watching. Though.
I'm
Like,
very
watching white
I'm
people
very
dance is
old.
the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. Also, I'm very old, and I've had, you know,
Like, you ever heard of Pee Wee
yes, I've been
Herman?
in bars.
Like, people still dance like that guy, and he's like 1,000 years old now.
I don't want to know how old you think I am, considering that you think Pee Wee Herman's 1,000 years old. Anyway,
Oh, so you must be like how old are you?
I pat her on the head.
I'm good at investigating. If I really want to find out, I can find out.
Good luck.
So Shade was part
Is
of the
that a
coterie.
challenge?
It is me saying, you do what you need to do, and I'll let you know if you're right.
Ooh, a mystery. I like it. I like a mystery.
The only person in this room who knows how old I am is Ari. I'll say that.
I just have
Well,
no interest.
I won't do anything to mess with your heads to figure this out. Obviously, because that's wrong. And I'll just let you know that, you know, I heard about what happened with one of your coterie mates, or our coterie mates now, and they told me that they apologized for it. So it's water under the bridge for me.
Well, I'm glad that you know, but let me also extend my own apologies.
It's fine. We got bigger shit to deal with now.
Oh, there's werewolves following us.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we texted you about the looking into that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool though. Like, I've never met a werewolf before. Are they like big and scary like in the movies?
Yes.
For the most part.
Do they really hate vampires, or is that just like a
Oh, no, they
No,
hate
that's
us.
true. That's true.
They hate us.
They called us worms.
On instinct, they hate us.
Yeah.
It's because we're dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
unnatural.
They probably just don't like the smell.
To be fair, they smell like wet dogs. So
yeah, that's also
Mm.
true, and
I
I don't
mean,
like
when
that.
you have that
Mm.
much fur, that makes sense. But like, we don't have to smell if we don't want to. They probably have like
True.
hyper smell.
Mm-hmm. Naked a lot.
Well, I
Yes.
mean,
Which
turning
isn't,
into a giant
you know-
wolf clothes, I'd imagine I'd get away.
I mean, I wasn't complaining. That's not a complaint by any means, but you know.
Are you bothered by nakedness? I know like people get really bothered by
No.
it.
I
When you spy on people, you
Yeah.
see people naked all the time. It becomes like really
I-
like
just put my hands on her shoulders. I'm like, I'm not bothered by it because I am very old. And at some point, you just get over those kinds of things.
I thought that was like just an American thing though. Like, is it just an
It
American
is.
thing?
I mean,
That's what they say in
honestly,
the
it is
books.
too.
Like,
It's very much a Western ideal, like sexualizing of the body.
got it.
You know, puritanical bullshit. I know nothing about that. I did not grow up. Well, I grew up under that, but it wasn't anything that I practiced.
So Denal's pretty fucked up.
Hmm.
Okay.
What?
I mean, that's what I've heard.
Problematic.
Like, you know, I have sources now. Like, can you believe I have sources? I'm like starting to develop my own network. Kids around here will absolutely spy on people in your stead. Now, sometimes they do it really, really horribly, but people don't pay that much attention to kids. So they're like, you know, they get dismissed out of hand. And then you're like, they get to see everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you don't even have to pay them that
So-
much.
So when you say fucked up, what are we talking? How severe?
She looks over at Oscar. Like, you remember when a building fell on him?
Yes.
It's probably a little bit worse than that.
Hmm. Well, we did tell him not to go.
People
So-
aren't supposed to know.
That he's fucked up.
Yep.
I mean,
Makes sense.
makes sense, but also it was kind of assumed, right? Because didn't he call the retreat and everything?
Well, I think he called the retreat after the prince got fucked up. Or taken. Sorry. But like
Mm.
that was not the end of the fighting. It just was like when it's time to go, sort of thing. And then fighting kept happening. People got beat up. Then all got jumped. Got away. Dragged out, really. And apparently there was a gargoyle. I don't know about that part. I think that's a rumor.
Well, I'll be sure to send him some flowers.
I'm sure he'll be
But that's
fine.
it.
I mean, he got out, so
I
It's true.
have to be quite frank. I don't care.
I just thought you might want to know. Like,
No. I appreciate you providing us with the information. I'm talking about the whole part of like, I'm sure he'll be okay. I don't really care.
oh,
But it's good to know that, what's happening right now.
there's some other stuff too. Camarilla are having a bit of a crisis right now. From
Mhm.
words, the ghoulies are apparently in a tizzy because the prince is missing, obviously, and then there are some other members of the council who are also going. Morgana is leading the Camarilla right now. I say it with air quotes because no one really listens, even though it's been true energy. Some people kind of just follow because there's nothing better to do, from my understanding. But there's some other guy named Franklin or something like that who's been sliding into camp politics, who's also been true.
Mhm. That's the man
we
we
met
met on
him
the
at the beach,
beach.
right? Yeah.
Yes, that's the same
Uh,
man. I think I have his number somewhere.
He
I
seems
don't know if
okay.
this is
I mean,
worth it.
or he's very, very manipulative. One of the two.
He's a venture, so it's probably manipulation.
Both.
Same with Morgana.
Mm.
Assume both.
Just
I don't know if they're
honestly, I
working
would
together
just
or
assume
not. Though.
manipulation.
That's the whole question. I don't know which one of them is higher in the Ventru the Ventru hierarchy.
I don't know either. We don't know much about this Franklin guy. So
Oh, that one wizard dude. Yeah, he's
Wizard.
apparently working with the
Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, the Fantasia dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's working
Walk
with
around like
the
Yen said, yep.
Nosferatu now.
Mhm.
Apparently, he's been staying in the sewers, which is weird.
Well, last we checked, he was a traitor. So that makes sense.
He's a traitor. I didn't hear this part, right?
Oh, he's 100%. He was the Anarch's contacts.
That doesn't mean he's a traitor. That might be
Traitor
why
to
they
the-
got beat so bad.
Traitor. I don't trust anybody on the Primogen as far as I can throw them for anything.
That makes sense. Have you heard from the Rossellinis?
No, why?
Well, just making sure because, you have a mission.
Oh, yes. Well, we actually might have some help from the werewolves on that, actually. Because apparently their
Really?
people are going missing.
You think it's
And
that doctor dude?
I
Certainly a
think that-
possibility.
Sounds like it.
Yes, I think it's more likely than not, and we have to keep our options open. And honestly, if we can have more hands on the situation, that would be best. Either way, they don't want him in their territory.
Who would?
I have no idea. Because even looking at his file, disgusting. Ari gets shifty.
Well, right now, I know more about the Camarilla than anything else. Their Lasombra Primogen guy, Raymond, he's still around. He didn't leave. He didn't die. Probably just hid in the shadows, most likely. Deacon, the Malkavian's still around. Though I don't know if he's a help or hindrance right now. And then, the Tremere is gone. And the sheriff is still around as well. She's protecting the Camarilla, I guess.
Yeah, I want to say I don't care about camp politics, but unfortunately, I at least am now involved in them because of all the situation. I'm not going to say it out loud, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'm getting very much the idea that there's no such thing as being truly independent, just in the middle of the crosshairs for everybody.
Oh, that's just the nature of being a vampire.
That sucks. It's like this forever.
Unless you just want to be under a rock your whole life.
No, there's nothing interesting under rocks. I mean, there's
I
bugs,
agree.
and bugs can be interesting, but not like people interesting.
I mean, I'm only involved with camp politics because of the person I'm dating. But Hikata, we have our own power structure.
Yeah, I guess when you're calling assassination on Tremere.
That he's not a good person. Not that I'm a great person, but
I mean, okay, this is gonna be a weird question, and you all can shut me down. But like, what does good actually mean for us now?
Really?
Truthfully, nothing.
Whatever
I
you
mean,
want it to be, really.
Good is always subjective, whether you're kindred or not, isn't it? It's just when you're kindred, it's that idea is turned up to 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've had to think about this a little bit. Like, I spy on people and I trade people's secrets for money and, stuff.
Yeah.
And
You know who else does that? The US government.
Yeah, but who's ever thought of the US government as good?
True, but I'm just saying, like, do you consider that to be bad? There are many other power structures who have done that for centuries.
Am I just being selfish? Because, like, at least the government has the excuse that they're doing it for the good of their people. I'm doing it because it's fun. And I can do it. It's super easy. I can literally be invisible.
I think...
I mean, it does help us sometimes, and y'all are my friends, and I care about y'all.
It does help us, and we appreciate your abilities. In terms of it being selfish, truthfully, I think that's a question that you have to answer for yourself, because I think that that is also something that's subjective. I don't think you're being selfish by doing it. We live a long time. At some point, the normal things that would entertain us get boring.
So we figure out how to time travel. And she looks over at Oscar.
I would prefer not. I do not want to do that again.
Allegedly.
Uh-huh.
It's not necessarily time travel.
Speaking of, did Aurelio fill y'all in on the end of the world?
I don't. I add a character I don't remember, but I don't really think I had any, like, I didn't really have any conversations with Aurelio in the last session.
The end of the world. Now, according to you all, there's many worlds. So which world?
Well,
True.
like I'm asking both in character and out of character. Do y'all remember him bringing that up? And Ari is saying, like, did we
I think it
discuss
did get
this?
brought up. I don't know how
when-
much discussion went into it, but I do believe it got brought up.
That might have been
Out of-
like right where we ended.
Out of character, I don't remember having that conversation.
Same.
So, and again, like I don't recall having any like being in a place to have a really have a conversation with Aurelio last session. Because I think it was mostly I had a conversation with Ari, Serenity, and Oscar. So I don't know if Katura would actually knows about that.
I do remember Aurelio mentioning that worlds were colliding in all of the universes.
Because I know Ari and Aurelio
Yeah, I
talked
think
about
have
it for a
just
hot
been
second.
You and him.
Okay, so yeah, Ari is definitely just going to be like, oh, speaking of time travel, did Aurelio tell y'all about the end of the world?
I can't remember the last conversation I had with Aurelio. So no.
No.
And I think the last time I talked to him, I said, "This is your mess. Clean it up."
No, I said that to
then-
you.
No,
Oh, you said that to him too? And you don't take
Ye-
your own advice. We're gonna have to have a
Yeah, we
glass
probably.
houses, sweetie.
Y'all are messy.
But
That's why
And
we're
you
fun.
love it. That's why you want to hang
oh,
out
I
with
do.
us.
This is why I'm here.
no. Well, I did not hear that from Aurelio.
Yeah, apparently she had a dream where the universes, all of them, started blinking out of existence, centered around us. So, there's that.
Maybe this is why everyone keeps finding you and like starting drama with you. Maybe it's like y'all really
They
are the
ins-
center of the universe.
They
I'm not trying to blow
instinctively
your egos
know.
up, but like
They instinctively know we are a goddamn problem.
Well, if universes are colliding, I don't know what we're supposed to do about that.
maybe talk
I
to
know
that
what we
Malcolm
can do
guy.
about-
Maybe he can help.
We could always jump to another one.
If I see that Malcolm guy again,
I'm a
I
call
don't want to
Clown.
see him again.
Okay.
Not after what he's done.
Speaking of, I know you want the Tremere bastard dead, but I don't know a ton about Tremere, if they can do weird shit to their blood. But since I have no other, well, I have other ideas, but the safest idea as far as possibly getting Cole back into working order is feeding him somebody old.
How old?
I have no idea. I've never done this before. The older we can get, the better. But
Katura's putting a list together of like just people she would feed to Cole, regardless of age. Like, well, I wanted to eat Morgana, but I'm more than happy to sacrifice that.
How old was Priya?
Priya was 10th gen.
do we know
Finally
what Gen
aged.
Cole is?
That's a great question. I think Katura might have.
Do you know how old he is? Because it's going to have to be older than him. I know that much.
Do I know? I add a character. I
You
don't
know that he was embraced around 100 years ago. So he'd have to be
Okay, so, like,
relatively
1920s ish.
yeah, so he's probably, somewhere between 11th and 13th gen.
Okay, I'll relay that information.
I'm older than him. Weird.
Yeah. I think I met him not too long after he was embraced.
The older, the better. But that might be enough to restart some things.
How old is
Well,
this Rutgers professor.
Old. I think he's like 6th gen or something like that. He's older than me. He's been around since like the
Yes.
1300s.
He is old.
He's like, yeah.
I mean,
Like according to the dossier, he's been like kind of fighting against the calling or whatever it's called to like
beckoning.
just
Yep.
the beckoning to just like go the fuck to sleep.
worst case scenario.
Now, would we have to feed him from the tap, or could we just take like, you know, a to-go bag?
I believe it has to be the entirety of the person.
Does he have to feed from the tap, or can we get a to-go bag?
From the tap.
Okay. Because I can get an entirety of a person in a fucking juicy juice box.
Yes, but you remove all the blood and then it turns to ash because they're dead.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a possibility. I'm sure we could think of other old people or
Can't help
older
you on that one?
vampires.
I got
Huh?
Shade's like, I can't help you on that one.
Nope. That's okay. You help us the ways that you can, and we appreciate
Snatching
it.
people is not really my area of expertise. I could tell you where to find them to snatch them potentially, but like doing the snatching.
I don't think we'd ask you to do that anyway.
That's
Maybe
good.
it doesn't have to be snatching. Maybe
Because
it's
I
more
will
of
tell
a
you now. And that's because I like you.
alluring. Oh, we like you, Shade. I'm glad that you're here.
So, is there something else you need me for?
No, not anything that you aren't willing to give.
Cool. Then I'm gonna
Oh.
go harass Serenity.
Real quick,
Oh, what?
have you heard any rumors about that Morgana lady down in South Philly?
mm. I
I
mean, we
mean,
know she was
beyond
here.
her trying to make a power play for taking over the camp.
No, besides that. And hopefully that has her distracted.
Basically, her trying to buy up properties in this area.
No, but I mean, the cute boy. Well, he got a message from her, so I assume that she still wants to talk to you, Ari, and probably you, Katura.
Yeah, well, she'll have to do that on my time.
Knowing her, she's probably gonna make you another offer of some sort, like, "Hey, come be a part of the Camarilla" or something like that. It'll be great.
I have the perfect offer for her, but she won't like it.
I'm pretty sure you mean kill her, right? Like that's the thing, right?
No, because I won't offer that to her. I'll just do it.
Oh, well then what's
But
the
she can eat my ass before then.
There it is. That's what it was.
Like the groceries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you hear anything else going on with the Cam Morgana, definitely let us know.
Yeah. Okay. Be careful. I know you won't, but I have to say it. Like I feel like that's a friendly thing to do.
You know what? You be careful too. And if something
Always.
happens, you definitely let us know if you need us.
Oh yeah. I know what else I'll do. Forget. I imagine Serenity will be fine. I'm gonna go find that one screaming white chick who likes to make TikToks. Thrive Hide lady.
Ooh,
That's a great idea.
have fun with that.
She is in cahoots with the Tremere that we want to kill. So any information on her
That's
would
an
be
old
great.
people word.
I'm very old.
Well, I'll go see who she's in cahoots with. Bye, y'all.
Okay.
You take care, Shade.
Bye, dear.
I fucking love her. She's my favorite character.
And I think that's a great place for us to take a short break as we reconvene to see what happens with the coterie next after a little bit extra exposition and some lore about what's been going on in the city and some Camarilla politics and, you know, Norden out here watching what happens to his character as he's away.
And
You got fucked up, son.
Hearing Katura be like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just waiting for it to eat my ass there too.
Honestly, how old is Norden? Because I'm just saying.
Younger than us.
Donal, rather. How old is Donal? Because
Donal's older. Yeah.
Mm.
Donal's old enough
Well,
to eat ass.
Donal's old enough to get eaten.
Anyway,
There we go.
we're gonna take a short break. We'll be back here in about 7 to 10 minutes. Y'all should take a break, stretch, get something to drink, snacks, and we'll see y'all soon.
You were late.
And welcome back to Titties at Lizzie's. Wait, no, that's the wrong game. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by Night, a RollingDeez20's John.
The Masquerade.
Can we get off of the asses right now? at least till we secure a lube sponsorship.
Philly by ass.
Adam and Eve, sponsor us. What's up?
You know, we might be able to do that. Get us a affiliate link with Adam and Eve. Philly by Night themed butt plugs. Anyway.
Our first piece of merch isn't going to be like a mug or a t-shirt. It's going to be a fucking butt plug.
It's a bully
PBN.
It's a fucking butt plug.
The PBN, John.
Be a fucking bad dragon is what we're going to get.
A bow. A flesh crafted.
It's the flesh crafted light, but it's just a butt plug.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Oh man, let me stop the music and everything. All right, so we last left off. Shade had left the bodega to go and get some more information on Amber Freeman in the Thrive Hive, see what she's up to. Because y'all know, based on last episode, that she did not go into the Lincoln financial field to see what happened with the Second Inquisition herself. She may be young as far as vampires go, but she does not seem to be stupid. So she sent other people to do it for her. Not that stupid then. I don't know what you want. Anyway. Y'all don't have a particular plan, as far as I know right now. Though, the options are many. Because there's one, Malcolm, who is hoping for your assistance in spreading the gospel of the returning Cain, which you could bring in front of the Camarilla Council, or to the Anarchs, or to the Thin Bloods.
The five anarchs that still exist. Those anarchs.
There's more than 5, but yes, they are hampered.
The 10.
You could also bring it back to the werewolves if you want to. Like, you know, y'all seem to be friendly with them, though Anthony may not be who you think he is, or maybe something has happened to Anthony. Who knows? What other strings do y'all have dangling right now for your crew? I think those are the big ones. Oh, there's also a portal in the basement, you know. That y'all know is fueled by a blood and a prince that is trapped
taking her.
And a wall underground. Also in this basement.
Well, I don't know if going to the cam is the best move, even if we are giving them information on Malcolm. Especially not with, you know, everybody trying to vie for power and stuff. I also just don't trust any of them. But that's me.
Those all sound reasonable things.
Yeah. What do the two of you think we should do?
I genuinely have no idea at this point, and I don't necessarily trust my judgment.
Quite frankly, I'm tired of being everyone's little fucking messenger. Passing notes like we're in class. This is what's happening here. This is who said this here. Let's take care of the shit that we need to take care of. We don't have to deal with any Cam shit, any Malcolm shit. Anthony sounds interesting, but not our problem.
I have to disagree with you on that last one. I think he is our problem if he was going to set us up to die.
Who isn't setting us up to die? Who isn't after to take us out anyway?
True.
It's another name in a long list.
I won't lie. And again, I already said I do not trust my judgment. I am very much at the mindset of let's just start killing them.
You know, I don't think that's a bad idea.
Like, I am very much at this point just, you have a problem with me, great, stake to the heart. And we 10 paces, whoever stakes each other the fastest wins, and we move on.
Oh God, you want to go back to the dueling days, sweetie? They were not great.
No, I believe that. I'm just, the politicking is getting boring. And really, I'm just at the die. I don't care who's in charge, wipe them all out and start over. Which, saying that out loud, sounds very Kane. And again, my own judgment ain't great at this point. So, you know.
Here's the thing, though. The fact that you can acknowledge that you don't trust your own judgment means that you're not just thinking out your ass, in my opinion.
Well,
you're
yeah.
actually thinking about it.
Here's the thing. The only reason I don't trust my own judgment is I've seen what my judgment leads to. So I have... It's not that I personally don't trust my judgment. It's that I have empirical evidence that occasionally I go a little off the rails.
I mean, it's not the worst idea. It's a pretty good one.
We'll keep it as option C then.
Honestly, I think it should be option A.1 or 0.2.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, no
But
complaints
what do we
here.
want to do now? Because a lot of things that we want to do, we would need serenity for, at the very least.
Do we?
Because you want to go to Jersey? Because we can go to Jersey right now.
I mean, we at least have the werewolves help us out. I already forget what that werewolf's name is, but
Clayton.
Yeah.
Literally the name of like any werewolf, if you ever read a book, their name is Clayton.
I don't know that, but you know what? It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
It's like, honestly, it's kind of true. Like I've read read and like watched at least 2 or 3 things where the werewolf's name was Clayton.
Here I was thinking I had a hick name in my head that I was about to use for this old
Well,
man.
you know what? Everybody else has come up with that hick ass.
No one has original ideas, including me.
Clayton, Jace,
all of this.
Jackson. Yeah.
So, I mean, we could do that. We can see if Clayton is down.
He probably would be in a few days. Once they do their own research and come to the same conclusion we have.
So other things we have to deal with eventually. Morgana.
Yep.
We could start hitting up places. That was kind of where I was going.
Yeah.
Morgana is a problem. We could take care of her.
We could.
Malcolm did offer to help us with some things, but
I don't think that's an option.
I don't want to owe him anything, and after what he did to Cole, I'm more inclined to eat him than to help him.
See if I like that you licked your fingers when I said that, Liz. we can see if we can feed him to Cole, though I don't see. And that's the thing. You the diablerie becomes an issue sometimes because then you got the other person in the head occasionally, and it'd be real problem to have like Malcolm or this Tremere fucker in Prince Cole's head. Like that's always a danger.
We'll
The
add
argument
this
could be made for
to
anyone.
the diablerie thing. Diablerie, generally speaking, is a choice. To absorb powers from someone to that level, you need to take their essence. You have to go all the way in. You can drain another vampire without diablerizing them.
Oh, sweet. Way easier then. I rescind my concern.
Just an FYI, so you know that is the case. More likely than not, if Cole was to wake up during, feeding off of Methuselah, in all likelihood he would diablerize because frenzy would keep that choice from being too close to the top of the head. But, for someone who is cognizant of their actions, yeah, they know what they're doing when they're diablerized. This is like not like, oh, I fucked around and found out. No, it's more like, oh yeah, this is tasty. I don't think I'm going to stop before I take all of this.
Good.
So that's just to add a little bit of out of character stuff for y'all to know.
Thank you, DM.
The other thing we could do is just make a list of bunch of old folks for Cole to feast on.
I mean, we could go food shopping. That's true. However, the older the folks, the more difficult they tend to be to acquire. So
that's why we'll be doing homework. And we're not going to go out there just to find someone and then just drag them back. I mean, not with my limp ass arms. That won't work, but we could at least bring up a little dossier on some individuals and then just choose at whatever relevant time.
Can I get wits awareness rolls from all of you?
No. Like, if somebody's at the door listening to you dumbasses talk.
Like always.
Y'all been talking for a while. Let's get some drama.
I want to rouse, because why not? That's fine.
Oh, that's not me.
Oh. Oscar, you motherfucker. Do you know what opportunity we missed when we let that portal close without doing anything? Do you know the power that you were so close to wielding?
Sure.
And you just, no, you don't. Which is why you are continuing to make such stupid fucking mistakes. You let these two run you like the weak-willed, pathetic being that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Make your own choices. You don't need to follow what they tell you to do, just like we didn't need to follow Priya.
I have a question.
Successes.
What?
Whenever Oscar Omega is talking in Oscar's head, does Oscar get like a glazed look on his face when he's being told off?
I mean, this is up to Lonzo to say how he wants to RP it, but this happens over like no time.
I think it's been happening for so long. It's just like, might sound bad. It's kind of like when a little kid's just constantly like nagging you and you just like ignore it and go about your business. That's kind of like what it's like. Someone's just trying to get your attention for so long, you're just like, forget it. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm gonna do.
Just an FYI, Katura, you have a penalty.
Right.
To your dice rolls.
Okay, let me reroll. Sorry, I forgot. We've just been chatting.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
So Oscar, what we got?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
I don't know how to do
I
penalties.
see
on
6
here.
successes.
I did willpower reroll on the one, unless I'm
I see
miscounting.
1 on the willpowers though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you just not count 2 of them for me? Because I don't know how to do like penalty on here. Unless, like,
just
you want me
minus?
just-
You know, when I ask you to add any bonus, just put a minus in front of 2. Just minus
Oh,
2.
okay. Where's my character sheet? There it is.
And what? You got
5.
crit? All right. That's actually 5 successes. Yeah. 5 for Ari. Excellent. The crit. 6 for Oscar, and we'll find out for Katura here in a moment.
Yep.
But Oscar,
It doesn't let me do -2. I guess I just put -2 in bone in difficulty. I don't know.
whatever.
It wouldn't let me do it.
It's fine.
So just
Doesn't matter that much. The other 2 did well enough where it doesn't matter. They'll bring this up to you.
okay, great.
There's the thing you notice first is that there's no music. Maybe you were just caught up in your own worlds for a little bit, but the music went from, you can hear it in the background, the J. Cole playing, whatever, and then it stops. Then you hear voices talking. And it's hard to make out at first, but Oscar, you catch it before anyone. And it is the deep, dulcet tones of someone you all do not want to see. Someone who
Which
likes
one?
to manipulate your group and maybe leave princes incapacitated. Malcolm is downstairs talking to Luis. Am I saying Luis? Yeah.
Yes. That's his name.
Yeah. You can't make out the words entirely, but it's more like, interesting. So chemistry is what you're studying now. That seems a worthy path. Understanding what is known of people, how the chemical reactions happen with them, it may be useful in the future, perhaps.
Do the 2 of you say anything to me?
Yeah. I'd have been like,
I immediately go downstairs. Oh.
Shit.
I
Okay.
think something's happening.
I'm already gone. You guys told me I left the door. I went out the door and downstairs.
Cool. And you catch what seems to be a casual conversation between Malcolm and Luis. Malcolm seems to have some random snacks, just picked up stuff and just dropped it there. It's a bunch of shit, honestly.
There's no such thing as a casual conversation with this man. Malcolm. It's good to see you again.
Miss Baptiste.
Yes.
I hope your evening's been pleasant to you so far.
It's been interesting. Don't know about the pleasant part.
Well, I apologize. Is there anything I could do to make things a little bit more pleasant for you and your friends? It seems this young man has quite the future in front of them. Given your company's resources, you may want to bring him on to help potentially, obviously it's biology, not chemistry, but you may be able to put some things together to help with pigmentation and things of that nature. People like us need it. And he flashes a little smile with a little bit of fang in it.
Well, between Dr. Sarah and myself, Luis will be set for life.
Y'all don't have to make sure that I'm set. I'll be able to make
hold a hand up to him like
I will call him over. I'll be like, Luis, come, I need you to come look at something with me.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. You can just call me Malcolm. Mr. Malcolm. Just Malcolm. Thanks, Malcolm. All right, Doc.
How can I help you, Malcolm?
You can consider this a friendly check-in.
Really? For what?
Absolutely. We're on the same side. We want the same things. If I'm not mistaken, I intend to help to make sure those things happen so you all can spread the word.
Hmm. And what things do you think that we need right now?
Well, that's what I'm here for. Kane tells me much, but he's not omniscient.
As no god should be.
Do you have a problem with me, Miss Baptiste?
I have a problem with a lot of people.
That seems to be avoiding the question I just asked you.
Well, you come to the place where I was staying and you drop off the man that I love, brain dead, basically, due to your actions. This was just yesterday. How do you think I feel?
Love. How old are you now?
Old
A
enough.
few 100 years old. Loves come, they go, they disappear, they die. We get past it. This is a part of our existence. I simply assisted a friend for you. This Serenity Sanchez needed a prince eliminated. It is done. Did I understand that this was going to happen to the prince, that he was so weak-willed that he wouldn't be able to survive a dalliance in oblivion? He's still there, for whatever that's worth. Perhaps he can be restored.
Do you know the means of restoration?
I imagine Kane could do it, if he wills it.
So, no, you don't.
What does it matter? He's nothing in the grand scheme. You will live for hundreds more years. You will find many other lovers.
I've had plenty of lovers. Having lovers doesn't mean love.
Do you only believe that you can love one person? And soulmates or something of the like?
I don't. But it took me a long time to find somebody that I did.
Then perhaps you need help to fix yourself so that won't be such a problem in the future.
And let me guess, Kane will help me with that.
He could.
Or are you
But more likely than not, you'll have to fix that for yourself.
Well, I personally don't need anything from you at the moment. Maybe my companions think differently.
Ah, Mr. De Leon Ponce.
The kids' party entertainer.
What?
You know. I'm not going to say it out of her. This is not my establishment. I don't want to get things messy or damaged here. So, what is it that you want?
You really don't care for your own existence, do you? He fucking doesn't. He doesn't. He's gonna get us both killed. Fucking idiot.
What if I didn't?
Chimes in.
What of it? What's the matter to you?
It matters to me because you're important to your coterie. They need you. And they need you to survive, which means they need you to be smart, which I know you are fully capable of. But why you attempt to insult me or to insult Kane along the way seems to be hazardous to your own health. And he looks over at Luis for a moment. He says, "You go home." And he's like, "All right, Doc. It's been a great day. Hopefully you don't need anything else. I'm gonna head out."
Did he just use like manipulation on him?
Absolutely did.
Sorry, I'm looking at my stuff. 1 second. Can I use mesmerize on Luis to make him stay?
You could try. Absolutely.
Okay. I need a rouse. Okay, great. I passed. Let me see. Just the dice pool. I don't think I don't have to roll because he's mortal and
You will have to
unless he's
roll
prepared.
because
Is he
this is
prepared?
going to be contested by what
Okay.
Malcolm did. I just took half for
Okay.
Malcolm.
Okay. Manipulation and dominate. Okay.
Yep.
Fuck, I have a 2 dice penalty. Okay, I'm gonna rouse my
You do.
manipulation. I'm gonna rouse my manipulation.
You could always try to solve that if you want to.
I know, but if I do that right now, I will die. So
Not necessarily. Weird things happen.
nobody trusts
I
you.
like the sound of
Nobody
that.
trusts that.
Things
I like some of
happen.
that.
Okay, so I
You
rouse
passed.
my. Oh, did I?
Yeah, looks like you passed your rouse check.
Oh, my rouse check. I was like, I haven't
Yeah.
even rolled the thing yet.
No.
Okay. So that, I think my dominate is 2. Is there a difficulty?
Oh yeah, his take half is 6.
So 3.
No, you have to beat 6.
Oh, I have to beat 6. Okay.
Yep.
He has 12 dice to this.
I don't. Oh, I messy crit.
Yeah, considering his generation boost to
Yeah.
powers plus dots, yeah, he's good at breaking minds and breaking spirits with oblivion.
I'll roll willpower.
Have at it. You can re-roll 2 of them.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing.
He looks as chill as can be, by the way. It is just his full black on black thing that he's got going on is just, he's comfortable.
Did that go through?
I don't see anything.
Roll 20. Fucking get your shit together.
Cool. That's 2 more successes, but it's not enough, unfortunately. Luis grabs his books. It's like, you sure you got everything? She's sure. Good night, Malcolm. Oscar walks out.
Tell Honey we said hi.
I will. Oh, and he stops him on the shoulder. He's like, forget you saw me. And he just continues to walk out after that. All right. Now that we've gotten the human out of the way, I don't intend you any harm. As you obviously seen, I have been helpful in almost everything I've done. Maybe not to what you'd prefer, obviously harm comes in the way of our people. But I have tried to help you all exceed and succeed in all of your goals. I asked for one thing, and it was not even from me that this thing was being asked. It is one beyond me. And yet I get snark.
You asked for us to
And
stay out of your
stupidity.
way.
Yes, but I also
That was it.
asked.
No, you asked to stay out of the way.
Yeah.
So if you
And
would
we
like
have.
to request anything else, by all means.
I suppose you're right.
There's no supposition.
You
She's
know
right.
we're right.
Quiet.
No.
No. Looks at Oscar. That's
Oh.
going to be a roll. This is gonna be another dominate roll.
Let's do it.
So Oscar, I'm going to need you to roll me. Hold on 1 second. Intelligence or resolve.
I will rouse just to get 2 more. I don't even care. 2. And
Oscar, don't do this. Don't do this. This is a terrible idea. Just walk away.
I
A little
will,
bit more willpower.
but of course,
But of course.
it is on the menu. These are pieces.
Wow.
These are pieces of candy.
Wow. Okay. I don't know. I would not have taken it that far. But okay. Sure.
That's 6 successes. Yep.
All right. Oscar, you feel this quiet roll to tell you that this is something you have to do. Oscar, I'll give you a choice
Mm-hmm.
because technically you did not pass this roll. However, you could be quiet as Oscar, but not necessarily have to be as Omega. Got to give up some control. If you let him pass on and you can be Oscar Omega, you can still talk.
No, I think I will stay as Prime. Like, I know it's best to stay quiet anyway.
No, you don't have to.
I don't have
Absolutely
to.
don't have
No.
to.
Yeah. Oscar's remembering all them broken bones he had last time.
I'm smart enough to remember that.
Are you? Because you talked.
I talked for a reason. Though.
Okay, so you're going to.
I will. I'll stay quiet, and as I do, I'll just do one of this to him.
Okay, enough. You come in here after we've done what you've asked. Use your powers on us. Use your powers on our employees. What do you want? Because if you don't want anything, please leave.
You believe you're in a place to make demands. That is
I don't think that you're in a. I'm not making a demand. I'm asking you a simple question. What is it that you want? Because you, as far as I can tell, we stepped out of your way and you're the one who keeps coming around.
You did. However, the one beyond me has wants.
Well, the one beyond you should maybe come speak for himself.
It doesn't work that way. Who speaks for your company when you're not there?
My assistant. Are you saying that you're Kane's assistant?
Something of the sort.
Disciple. Prophet?
Many words have been used for me, but
Tool.
any of those can be applicable. Yes, I will be a tool of a god. Use me as you will. You all need to be tools of a god. And this is why I'm here. You see, staying out of the way was a test. Becoming disciples is the gift.
Oh, are we supposed to just jump on that? No, thank you.
You should. If you don't, I will find others, and you will have to be destroyed.
Well, from my understanding, once Kane returns, that's going to happen anyway.
Is that what you expect? Who told you this?
It's what I saw.
Is this a book of Nod or something along those lines?
No, it is literally what I saw with my own 2 eyes.
When?
We've had this conversation. You chose not to believe it.
Because it is obviously false.
Okay. So then the experiences of several people are false.
It is a trivial matter to implant a memory into a mind.
It's no memory.
How
It is
can you
what
be sure?
happened. I traveled through ley lines and time. I was never here before a couple months ago. I have the memories of 2 different people in my head because this isn't my original body. I was crushed. I was in a building crushed by Kane in the future that we went through. You don't have to believe it. That is your prerogative. But I've seen what he does. None of us are there in the end.
Then perhaps you all did something to ensure that you did not deserve Kane's mercy.
Then you must have done the same.
Did you see me?
No.
We did see the left hand of Kane though at work. Pretty good.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Wasn't
you.
Met several of Kane's
New children.
left and right hand. And none
His
of them
new
were
kids.
New children.
None of them were you. Yeah.
Yes.
No, we all die. That's what I'm saying.
Mr. De Leon Ponce, do you have something to say?
Yeah, we probably did see you. You were probably one of the little shits that came out of Kane's ass.
God, Oscar, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna use Dominate on
So
him. I'm gonna
bold.
use Dominate on Oscar. I'm gonna use Mesmerize on him to say, shut the fuck up.
Hot damn. Well, Couture doesn't have as big of a dice pool, so.
I don't, but still.
And resolve.
It's end resolve. And you
Okay.
still roused, so. Oop.
Manipulate. Stone.
Do I want to rouse my blood too?
I'm gonna rouse
Nah.
my blood. I have to rouse for the power first.
Didn't you already rouse?
Oh, I still
Oscar?
care. Oh, we're still in the
Yeah,
same.
you're
scene.
still in the same scene. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
y'all,
Okay.
y'all already roused. Y'all still in the same scene.
I get extra 2.
Oh my god, wrong window.
Yeah.
Masquerade? No. Well, I failed. That's fine.
Yeah. But I will say this for you, Katura. I will count this as attempting to do harm.
I will.
You're trying to mentally harm one of your coterie mates.
I'm about to.
them.
I tried to mentally harm him. I'm about to physically harm him if he doesn't shut the fuck up. And I'm stronger than you. I know.
Oscar,
this.
you're able to shake this off, but you know that was not just a request, a question being asked for you to shut the fuck up. That was powers being used on you. And
I will.
Oscar Omega in your head is like, oh, you better beat that ass. You cannot let that shit slide. What the fuck is wrong with you? This dude talking to you, I get why you'd back off. This one, you're just gonna let her disrespect you. I just told you they're gonna run you like the bitch you are.
I wish I could hear this motherfucker. 'Cause I have a lot of shit to say to him. Put him on speakerphone. Put him on speakerphone right now.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
Give me the phone right now. Give me the phone right now.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Give me the phone.
Asshole. You don't
Yeah,
care.
you know what? It's funny. He's doing all that talking in your head, but the second he comes out, he won't do shit.
I'm gonna let Katura think that this took place. That is there a way that you could tell if it took effect or no?
I think yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
the person who's using the
I can
power.
tell?
The person who's
Yeah.
using the power knows if it works. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like a zone of truth thing where you could tell if it failed.
All right, I will pretend that it worked and not say anything.
Mm-hmm. I'll like
Holy
pat you
shit.
a little on the hand. I'm doing this to save your fucking life, and I hope Oscar knows that, because Oscar got a mouth on.
No,
him and
Oscar
he gonna
knows
get
that.
himself killed.
I just don't like Malcolm.
I'm gonna do a thing over here.
No, that's okay. You don't have to. It's fine. You get to sit there and be pretty. It's fine.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Did that.
I'm talking
All right.
to Amir. I'm talking to Prince right now. Like, you don't have to do anything. Just sit there.
While this is happening, y'all are talking or what have you. You see shadows start to bleed out of Malcolm. And they're like, it's creepy. I won't lie to you. They're like tiny hands. They're just.
I live with Ari.
Yeah.
This is
They
not,
start reaching out for
This is
stuff.
not special.
And then you see something even weirder. The hands start to like crawl across the ground towards the door. And then at the door, what seems to be the exact same shape and shade of Malcolm appears there and begins to start to close the shutters on the outside of the store.
Can I go over to the counter? I'd imagine we have like plastic cups and shit behind the counter.
Yes.
I'll go over there. I will real quick, since technically I have to re-rouse my blood to stop osseous weaponry. I will real quick basically just have a small piece of bone rip through under my wrist and a couple of drops in a cup. Close, piece of shit.
Claw is ready.
And I will put it down in front of Malcolm.
Wolverine.
You are old as dirt, correct?
I am not young.
I would imagine you have some level of ability to tell the resonances and strangeness of somebody's blood.
I do.
We're not from here. We've seen this.
Do you know what you give up, child?
Entirely too much.
Takes the cup,
In order to make you understand.
sips it. Swallows it around his mouth a little bit.
Fucking like a fucking wine taster. Just
Yeah, does he spit it out afterwards?
spit in the bucket.
Swallows and goes. You taste of a La Sombra.
Huh. That's weird. You can't pick it up. Interesting.
You
Oh, well.
said that you had 2 people living within you. Is it still 2 people?
I said.
Oh, damn. Well, yes. No. It's odd.
You all are odd and incredibly intriguing. And that is why I'm here. That is why Cain wants you. And that is why it disappoints me greatly that you deny his gifts.
And what you still haven't explained, what is this? We are to be Trojan Cassandras speaking the word of Cain and being blacklisted for it. Like what?
Blacklisted.
Yes, until he shows back up, that's what it's going to be. Let's be real.
You have no idea. You see,
You're not talking.
understand. Gods, many gods, are viewed by belief. But you all would be viewed by his blood. When I speak of gifts, I mean gifts directly from the tap. I am old and powerful, but I am not old and powerful of my own bloodline entirely. Cain has gifted me beyond what we are capable of. And he looks you at you, Arya. You've been gifted beyond what Ella Sombra is capable of. Which is a strange sort of resonance to your blood, but not out of possibility. I have met many those call themselves Sabat. Would you wish to enhance that?
Sorry. The chat.
And he
out
does.
Out of character, I really just want to be, we've got one other thing we could show you to try and convince you.
He does a little
Right.
thing. He
Just give Oscar a dead
cuts
body.
a thumb,
Whoop.
grabs the cup, licks it clean, drops it in there. Just a taste.
I wonder if Oscar should get it.
He would never offer it to you.
Absolutely not. If you moved close, Oscar, you have a feeling he might try to rip your head off your body. He knew who he was offering to. He knew the person who would consider it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know.
The person who would consider it the most unhinged person of the fucking group.
Yeah, absolutely. And the problem is, it's real easy to justify too, because granted, this drop
Not
isn't going to
for
be
science.
It's not going to be enough to bloodbind you.
right.
At least you don't think it would be.
But then it's if he really does have Cain blood, fucking God knows. No pun intended.
Oh, God would know.
God would know. That's the issue. You know, honestly, her thought is, if this enhances me at all, I could probably use it to help Prince Cole.
That's fair.
But at what cost? I mean, you're not saying this out loud, but
No.
at what cost?
Is the room still shadowy and bullshit?
He's still closing down. Like he honestly, that's what he looks like he's doing. He's closing down the store for you.
You better fucking sweep the store up too.
If this is just
Restock the
Oblivion
shelves.
powers leaking out.
This
What
is
he's
Oblivion
using is
powers that
Oblivion?
he's using. He made
Shit.
basically a
What?
shadow clone of himself to go
Wow.
and shut down the store.
My own shadows might start leaking out, motherfucker.
Oscar's just gonna be
This
real
is-
uncomfortable.
This
in
is not just
one
like
story.
a like little bleeding of shadows. This is a conscious use
I-
of power for sure.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm about to be Ari, uncontrollable with my uncontrollable shadows.
Oscar's about to be real uncomfortable in one corner.
I'm in like the worst standoff fucking.
So he's
possible.
not like
with a
he-
with a flashlight.
yeah, he's not like
But cell
spreading-
phone like
shadow all around the whole room or
Yeah,
something
he's
like
just
that.
using
This
it
is just
to
like
shut the store down.
yeah, like he's straightening up shelves with the little hands, putting the stuff back that he had on the counter. Like it's creepy. But
the look on my face is the look on Katura's face. Like, get the fuck out of here! You touching my shit?
could I use chemistry to make like an image of Oscar going and closing down the shop as well with this shadow clone of Malcolm?
that's what you want to rouse the blood for. Go for it. I won't stop you. Oscar, what the fuck are you doing?
Oscar's,
Oh, now you're worried. Now
Oscar-
you're
No,
worried.
I've
gonna-
been worried. I've been telling you the whole goddamn time. What are you trying to do now? Are you trying to piss him off more? You want to get more bones broken? Is this what we're about now? You should just let me have control. At least I know how to talk my way out of these things. Also, it looks like Katura's gonna punch the shit out of you.
Look, I've been saying we go
Yours.
back home for a hot minute. She's gonna turn it down. I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna have to pass this evening.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Drips out a little bit more. Fair enough. And what of you? Looks like Katura.
You already know my answer.
That I do. You could be the best of us. Did you make your roll for your chemistry?
Let's see. Manipulation obfuscate. Let me see. What is my obfuscate at? 3.
What is this power?
I could create like a illusion.
Yep.
Okay. Oh right, yeah, you've done this before.
However, the fun part about this particular power is you can have an idea of the illusion you want to make, but the storyteller gets to make the final call on that.
Yeah, so your illusion's gonna be Oscar, but with clown makeup on. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't be mad if that was the case.
I mean, based on the messy crit, you absolutely pull this off because that is what 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. 8 successes. Yeah, with the messy crit. Roll me a d10, Oscar.
Well, this is cool.
Take one more hunger. Let's get this going.
That's not what that is.
Oh baby.
God, what'd you get?
Oscar, so you do this. And
Mhm.
you see Malcolm flinch like he's going to go after this. You know he knows it's an illusion because you want him to know it's an illusion. you didn't actually move. You wanted to see you're still there, but this thing is happening. So he goes to flinch to like move towards the illusion. You see the shadow sort of go towards that way, and then a stop in hesitation and look at you for a second. He goes, You are more gifted than I thought. If only you put your intelligence to use. You have a compulsion, by the way.
God.
Which is a great one for this, by the way. It's so good.
I'm scared.
This is a real. Wouldn't what I did by him going and reacting to it kind of?
Nope. You got to do more than that. So after the hesitation, he stops because most of it is done. And he's like, so you refuse the gifts. You want nothing from me, but you will continue to stay out of my way.
That we've never stepped in your way. It's only
You'd be
been
surprised
you seeking
what's
us out.
in the way of someone as powerful as Cain, our father.
I've seen what he can do to buildings, so I think I get the idea.
I don't suspect you've seen what he can do to a mind just yet.
Oh, I have an imagination.
Until you don't.
Well, at least I'll be going out on my own terms.
He looks genuinely sad as you say this. And he looks over at Oscar and he's like, any last words? You want to show off your ability to be crass and perform like a peasant, a jester in a king's court.
Would me ignoring this pass? No, I have to.
You see the first
Oh
line
my
of
God,
that?
here we
like,
go.
come on.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Can I tell he doesn't believe that we saw Cain?
He seems incredulous. It's I wouldn't say based on what you've seen of him that is like he's like, oh, this is absolutely impossible. It could never happen anymore. But he's definitely like, yeah, but if it did happen, why would it happen to you?
He's like, oh yeah, okay, buddy. Like, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do the same thing Ari did. Get a cup.
Do you need me to cut?
Ari's a bone
If
pops out
you
of my
wish.
finger.
Yeah, the nail just gets real long and creepy, and I'm just like,
Like a witch's nail. Gross.
And I'm not even gonna put it in a
That's how you
cup.
get
I'll just
cross contamination.
I'll just would you like a sample?
No, I don't drink from peasants.
You'll never know. You'll never know if we're right or wrong. And what if you're wrong? What if we're right?
he's definitely got two people in him. The other one's a bit of a dick, but
You'll leave not knowing.
Bit of a dick?
well,
Why not find out? Do it. Do it.
You got
Oh my
figure out
God,
for
he's-
this.
You sound like a bully. Do it, bitch. Come on, hold me back, hold me back.
I just hold my arm up.
Just flinching at it.
Yeah. Oscar. Let's see.
Put
I
that shit in
would
a
like
cup.
a charisma and
Intimidation.
or no, manipulation and intimidation. I think is the right call for this. Yeah.
I'm not going to rouse my blood. I'm
I will
gonna
blow that willpower though.
re-roll those two. Nope.
Well, doesn't matter. I rolled 1 success. So he snatches the cup. It's like,
Ugh.
Well, it tastes good, doesn't it? Tastes good. Swirl it around.
disgust me.
Swirl it around.
But then his eyes go black.
Damn.
And he pauses for a moment. And he goes, "You." What are you?
Something that you're afraid of.
Where
Oh,
are you?
he's
from?
the alpha. He is the alpha and the omega.
Oh
honey.
gosh.
Something you wish
Don't-
you could understand.
Don't listen.
He does not understand what he is. He's a legion. He is an abomination. You must be destroyed.
No,
No.
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 You are frightened of what you don't understand.
I am not frightened of you. You don't
We have
understand what
seen
you are.
Your
You-
so-called master. We've seen what's come from his wrath.
you
like
have
they
no
said.
idea what you're speaking of.
We've met his children.
Oscar, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Stop talking to him.
You know I'm right.
No.
You just refuse to believe.
He goes, I suppose you'll get to see Kane faster than you expected to. Good evening.
Already seen him.
Yeah. Impressive. I will give him that.
Yeah, left a big hole in my chest. Pretty impressive.
Chase the damn car. That sucked.
I missed the car, so maybe we'll have that. The park will have zoo will have newer attractions.
You
I'm
know,
not gonna get the
I
zoo
would-
this time.
Yeah, no.
That's
There
probably
are too
for the
many
best.
of you in there. There are too many. And he
And
just walks out.
there
And
are too
you
many of
see
you
the
in here.
shadow version of him just sort of like blend into his person and just absorbs the shadows as he walks out.
My image just flips off.
I think
His
as
shadow.
he leaves, I'm like, Funny how he believes in all the stuff that he talks about, but when we show him the truth, he doesn't want to accept it. That's too
Mm.
bad. Somebody as weak-willed as he is won't survive.
That's the weak-minded.
Man, I was so fucking tempted. Y'all should be proud of me.
Wait,
No,
proud
I
of
am
you.
proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
But
was good.
I figured I was
Not-
the unique situation here.
It wasn't worth potentially being bound to Kane.
no, it was. But I could have. If it actually gave me anything, it might have helped bring TJ back. but I couldn't guarantee it would
I'm-
actually give me anything useful. So
I wouldn't have wanted you to do that. No, there's
also we could have probably
There's
gone and
either-
killed that Tremere tonight, and that'd have been pretty easy. So that'd have been cool too.
again, I wouldn't have wanted you to do that. There are other ways that don't involve you sacrificing yourself.
I got to do something good to make up for the bullshit eventually.
You're better than that.
You've done good, and I think the problem is you don't see it because you always see the things that you might do in the future.
Well,
But you're aware of the things that you might do in the future, and it seems to me that you are doing your best to not become that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah, I'm trying. We'll see.
Oscar, roll me Dex in athletics. You didn't think this would be over that easily, did you? Really? Come on.
What's this?
No, but bitches can hope.
We could
We can
dream.
hope, damn.
Bitch is gonna hope.
You do not
what's
have the
the
dice
difficulty?
penalty anymore, though.
What's the
That's
difficulty of
that's
this going to be?
Don't put
That's
a
already
difficulty down.
You think y'all I put 1 point into athletics? You'd
Oh my
think.
god.
I'm about to
How'd
get
you
knocked
get
in
it?
my ass.
If you're lucky. That's all it is.
Ooh. Pretty good.
Why do Dex? It did Dex.
Oh fuck.
Okay. That's why.
That's Dex in athletics. You don't have
Well,
athletics.
Oh my god.
That's what I said. You think I put a point in athletics?
well.
So
I could willpower it, but
yeah,
the way Prince is going on with it, it ain't gonna matter.
you cannot willpower that because that is all blood dice, sir.
Oh, that is all bloody.
That's all blood dice. There's no willpowers. It would not have mattered very much anyway, if that makes you feel any better.
No.
No.
Oscar.
It doesn't.
Someone grab me.
Yeah, both of you all see this. And, you know, Katura and Ari, I suspect you both have the feeling that him just walking out was because he saw some shit that was a little bit beyond his understanding.
Oh, he's mad because he doesn't understand.
Go ask your fucking god
But
about
when
it.
he said that Oscar is an abomination and that he
That-
needs to be destroyed, that was with the full-on seriousness of someone who truly believes that this is something real, real bad. And as he walks out and you see the shadow sort of absorb into him, it is almost like he splits in two again. And both sides are running. And one just grabs onto Oscar, just like a hug. And then like smoke into the ground.
Fuck.
I mean, you could have asked me out on the date first.
Oh my
Shit.
gosh, shut the fuck up, Oscar.
What the
That's
fuck
a
is
shut the
taking?
fuck up challenge.
You are in nowhere. There's no other way to put this. There's nothing around you. This is the absence of everything. And there's a cold that grips you that is unlike, you know, being in the freezing cold winter in Philly, being in an ice cold lake. This is more like a cold to your soul, whatever's left of it. You're going to take 3 superficial damage as your brain struggles to deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are in a room. You don't know where you are. You have no fucking idea. You've never been in this place before. It's not a cell. It is a box. And to say a box would be a very loose term. This is more like a cave, but there's no exit. There is no entrance. There's a small light. It looks to be a lantern, a flashlight. It seems to be some papers off into a corner. And there are what looks like some rat bones over in a corner as well. And that's it. And you're just dropped there unceremoniously. You just poof out of a shadow, and then you're just on the ground in this place. And you feel cold.
I stand up and I instinctually I do this. Not that it's going to do anything. Can I walk over and look at the notes?
Absolutely.
And what do these notes have within them?
It looks like someone was writing down what looks to be words of a gospel of some sort. A translation, perhaps. And it seems to be speaking of the return of Cain. And where the notes end, it literally has this day's date on it. And it looks like there's still more to be translated.
Mm-hmm.
Left for whoever else comes into this place. The whole room is maybe 15-foot like a circle.
Turn around. Do I see anyone else in here aside from myself?
And Oscar Omega is like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You just couldn't shut the fuck up. You just couldn't, could you? You just had to keep talking. You had to get yourself in trouble. You had to let him taste our fucking blood. Did you not know that was a fucking terrible idea? I've eaten Oscars from 1,000 timelines. He shouldn't exist. He's not wrong. Oh, God damn it.
Lonzo has left the chat.
Just piece the fuck out now.
Lonzo's like, I don't have to deal with this.
Yeah,
Back
I'm
inside
my
of the
children, not you.
bodega. There's no trace of where he went, anything.
Does Malcolm show back up?
Nope.
Serenity's gonna be real mad that we let Oscar get got.
We didn't let anything happen. It just
Yeah,
happened.
I know. But she gonna be real mad.
I'm
all right,
fucking
well,
pissed. Honestly, now I know what I want to do with my time.
Oscar probably has 87 electric devices on him at any given time. I can't do anything with that information, but I'm sure we can find people who can. And let's be real, if dude wanted Oscar dead, there would be a pile of ash here.
Well, we don't know what he's doing to Oscar, and that's worse.
Oscar
At least
survived.
if Oscar was dead, we would know where he was. But surviving, who knows what's happening to him right now?
I will. You know what y'all can do for me? Roll me intelligence and insight.
I will go ahead and rouse for that.
Yeah, I'll let you rouse. I'm not going to rouse.
And I am hungrier, so I'm at 3, but I can add 2 more dice.
The shadows are bleeding again.
From me or in general?
From you.
Well, yes, I don't particularly care
Your
for my
hunger
friends being
beast
taken.
is just instinct and anger. It is not a voice. It is just shadow and terror.
Really, that's it? What am I at
3
for
and
will?
a 4.
I'm gonna use
You can spend some willpower. Katura can't.
one more.
I wasn't going to.
I don't know when the next time we're gonna get a rest is. I am running low. Those reset at a night, right? Not every game.
Reset every session, unless
Oh,
I'm
well.
Yeah, every
being
session.
particularly ornery.
Mean?
I still have that aggravated.
Willpower?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm asking, do I still have that aggravated willpower?
Yes, you still have, because y'all haven't had a rest to potentially recover that.
Name
Once
of
you
roll.
get another day's sleep, then you'll have potentially time to recover that willpower.
Works for me. And I'm re-rolling 2 of them. So 6 successes in total.
6 successes. Excellent. Ari, what caught you about this thing wasn't that he was angry, wasn't that he thought Oscar was unnatural or like weird. All of that lined up in your head. Caught you was that you know he does not particularly care for Oscar, which is no surprise because Oscar won't shut the fuck up. The other thing that you know, or at least was able to put together, that you're right. He could have killed Oscar right there, but he didn't, which means that was probably not his choice.
Yeah. There's information. There's
That
either
probably means
information.
that was an order from above.
Allegedly.
Whether it is his own type of madness that he thinks he got an order from above, or he actually did. I think Oscar is uncomfortable, but will be sane for at least a little while. Because it would
Like
be
I
easier to kill him.
Yeah.
Right now, while they are setting up base, torturing people is not on the agenda.
I guess that depends on what your definition of torture is. Doesn't necessarily have to be physical. They're not 2i.
Oscar's a fucking nerd. I'm sure if they put him in a room, he'll find some way to entertain. If nothing else, he will argue with the other Oscar for the next millennia.
I guess what my concern is that, yes, Oscar's alive, but maybe this is a situation where he probably should just be dead. Because who knows what they're doing to him, what information they're trying to extract from him, what they're trying to manipulate him to do. It's a comfort that he might be alive, but only to a certain extent. You can keep people alive and not touch them, but that doesn't mean they're not tortured. I know from experience.
We don't let him stay that long. Like I said, Oscar probably has 87 fucking electronic devices on him. One of them will ping something eventually. We also, would I recognize what was used?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Would I recognize how it works? Is there a distance on it, or is it you just got yanked somewhere in the world?
You would basically know that with a vampire as old as Malcolm is claiming to be, if he really is that old and he potentially has powers from Kane,
Okay.
Oscar could be basically anywhere.
Okay. That's what I was curious about. If it was like, you got to be within 200 miles, you got to be within 10 miles. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Generally
Dude is
speaking,
old as hell.
younger La Sombra can only move a certain amount of distance. They're not moving out of a city or something like that. But old La Sombra, they could potentially move someone across the world if they know where they're going.
Okay.
Or they could just have him in nothing. I'm thinking about what happened to Cole.
No.
I just don't know.
They are scared. I will give Oscar at least that much. Abomination is a big thing to be called for religious types. That is a very high charge. They will want to know how it happened. They will want to know what he knows. And yes, that is not necessarily a comfort. I have a feeling that Malcolm will probably be back bargaining with Oscar's release.
We should come up with a plan.
And I think with that, the camera sort of pans away, right? And Oscar is in his cave or what have you. And you all are talking about what you should potentially plan to do. Serenity is speaking with the Anarchs. Aurelio is speaking with their mentor. And the camera continues to pan out into a house where it zooms in and a portal starts to flicker. Static energy. There doesn't seem to be blood driving it on this side, at least. But there is power flowing to this thing.
We should have worked on the dogs first.
And then, Oscar, you hear a voice that says, I know you. I know all of you. And that is where we're going to end our session. Don't know what that means. I don't know what's happening.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I'm just making shit up as I go. I have no clue where this story is going. So
it's the true Alpha Omega steps out of the fucking portal.
Dun dun dun. So, thank you very much for everyone who's came out and watched the show. Thank you for the raid recently. I saw that D&D Jordan Lee brought the crowd over here. Hopefully the stream was great. I had a nice cast over there, and I hope to catch the bot a little bit later. I'll be over on your channel again tomorrow doing some more shenanigans, except this time as a player. I get to be the chaos creator then, without having the DM's powers to determine what happens because of my chaos. Anything that happens, I'm blaming Farrah ahead of time, though.
What?
Yeah.
April was there too.
So you take the brain cell, so it's gonna be your fault because I'm missing it.
Wow. No, you can't blame me. I'm gonna be asleep. So
whatever.
Let's try.
Whatever. It's a night game. You sleeping then? You full of shit. You're probably watching like some terrible movie on Amazon or something.
Anyway.
Thank you again, everyone. Let's let the cast go around and tell you who they are, where they're, what they're up to, and we'll find someone to rate. So, take it away. There.
Hi, I'm Fair, and I've been Katura Baptiste, your murderous Hakata social media influencer. You can follow me on Twitter at FairBear. Saturday nights, you can find me here, of course, 9 p.m. Eastern. Saturday afternoons, you can find me over on D&D Jordan Lee's channel, 3 p.m. Eastern, for Ampistrano, a D&D 5e homebrew campaign. I'm doing other things, but my brain just blanked out, so follow me on Twitter at FairBear.
To mention North by Northwest.
Oh yeah, it was just announced. I am a cast member. Sorry, I'm the cast member on North by Northwest, and so hopefully, episodes of that game will be coming in the soon-ish future. Story told by Dimples and Dice, so I ruined his life there too.
It's true. Yeah, it was
But in a
a
way that he
concerted
loves.
effort to ruin me by the whole crew
It
there.
truly is the most chaotic game that I've ever played. And I've played a lot of games, but that one takes the cake.
Yeah. So next up is going to be Liz.
Hey, I'm Liz. I have been your very conflicted La Sombra this evening. You can find me pretty much everywhere at Fuzzy Slippers 05. Mostly I am here on Saturday nights, obviously, and tomorrow at 4 o'clock I will be on D&D Jordan Lee's channel doing Kobolds in Space, which we are all very excited about.
Ooh.
Kobolds from outer space.
Ooh.
Lonzo.
Hey, how we doing, everyone? Lonzo Gonzo. You can find me on Twitter at Lonzo Gonzo. You can find me on Twitch at Lonzo Gonzo_. I have one thing tomorrow. I'm going to be over at that D'Angelo's channel tomorrow, 4:30 Pacific PM or 7:30 Eastern, where we'll be doing Emerald Templars, a game that he created and kickstarted successfully. It is a 5-episode miniseries that we're going to be doing with some guests involved. So stay tuned for that information. And I have a discount code for Grinding Coffee, a Black-owned LGBTQIA+ owned coffee company. They have great stuff out there. Use code Lonzo Gonzo at their store, and you get 10% off of your order. That's all I got.
Sweet. I guess that leaves me. Hi, I'm Prince. I've been the storyteller. Pronouns he, him. You can find me at Dimples and Dice all around the internet, everywhere except Facebook, because fuck that place. I ain't trying to bother with them people. So let's see what I'm up to. Well, I do TTRPG stuff. I'm a storyteller, dungeon master, yada yada yada. You can find me being a dungeon master tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time for Wayward Revelry. It is a D&D 5e campaign based in Wild Beyond the Witchlight with my own Shadowfell twists and turns and horror stuff, because y'all know who I am and what I like to do. So come see that if you want to see a house that walks on a ton of feet, things of that nature, or monsters that come out of shadows, or characters that you'll get attached to that I will inevitably kill.
Is it the Baba Yaga house?
Perhaps.
Chicken feet?
It's in the Feywild, so you know it could be anything.
So yes.
On top of that, tomorrow you can also find me over on D&D Jordan Lee's channel at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Jordan is going to be running a game herself based in apparently the Ampistrano multiverse or extended universe. I don't know what we're calling it. It's not my game. I'm doing my best here. There's a bunch of other stuff happening. I'm going to be over on Table Golf's channel on Wednesday at, I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern time for Hunter, The Reckoning. And then, I don't know, find me at Gen Con. That's coming up. I'll be there in 2 weeks. Yeah.
You got announced on Fables?
Oh, yeah. I'm on Fables. My character, Amin Beg, is on there. If you want to know more about that character, here's a little tip for you. If you look up the story of Amin and the Ghoul, it is an Arabic folktale. You should go check that out. Might give you a little bit of insight on what my character's about. because we're using fables from the Fable universe of multiple different places. And I think that's it was a really cool story that I knew from a kid and I wanted to bring into the game. So there's something, you heard it here first, people. So check that out. And I think that's it. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you're following our channel, RollingDeez20's, both on Twitter and here. And check us out on YouTube. That's where we'll have all of our VODs for our games. We're going to have more games coming up, so do keep an eye out for that. And I think that's it. Let's go find someone to raid, and we will see y'all next week. Then we're going to take a week break because I will be at Gen Con. So,
boo.
I do
Love you. Love you. I love you.
See
No,
y'all
I'm proud
later,
of you.
people.